Kato, you way too dope, kid.
Thank you, Lord.
Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it?
That's a question we all ask.
I ain't perfect, but I'm worth it.
I ain't perfect, but I'm worth it. And I know my purpose on this surface, so I'm out here working. And these serpents steady lurking, like a thief in the night, trying to sink their teeth and then bite. Fill me up with that venom, give me the blues denim. Since I got favor with God, I look like Abel to y'all. They wanna slew me like Cain and put two in my brain, but I got you in my veins, running deep inside. Mama said before you meet with God, you got sheep to guide. It's separation before elevation, this preparation for your destination. And you were made for nations, you a king, David. Why you think they hated you? Ali, the greatest. Rumble, young man, rumble. Just remain humble. They gon' throw you in that lion's den and that fiery furnace like a frying pan. Just keep your eye on him. He'll be there in the midst of it, in the thick of it. Hope you listening when he whispering. I remember when he let me know that your life would be sweeter than some licorice. Yeah, mama, look at this. A year later, I got acres and papers for ownership. Could at least but own these whips. Got everything that I wanted. My queen ring is enormous. That mansion came with a doorman. My foreign came with a chauffeur. The chauffeur, all of the hard work. Yeah, ma, I put God first. Not in love with the money, nor the luxury lifestyle. I'm like, wow, this my life now. I give praise to you right now. Lord, you're my lighthouse, yeah. Used to cut grass to cop a bus pass. Now I'm chilling with my feet up in this lawn chair, watching line curve, ride a yonder. I'm a king, not a ponder. At times I ponder and yell yonder.
Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? I ain't perfect, but I'm worthy. You show me love and grace, that's why I give you praise. Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? I ain't perfect, but I'm worthy. You show me love and grace, that's why I give you praise.
Lights off, gas too, every bill passed due, but you never fold or go nuts. Cashews, $20 to your name, and that gotta last you the whole week. In your gas tank, whole knee, and your kids ask you, mama, what we gon' eat? You always made a way, school clothes on layaway, and you hit them thrift stores just so we could get more bang for the buck. You's an angel to us. Look, I know extension cords running from my neighbor crib. You never cry to ask why, like Jada Kiss. You found a way through this maze in this rat race. Still gave God praise when you lacked cake. Showed us how to sacrifice. Made a meal for us to eat while acting like you ain't got an appetite. I saw you hustle and do her just to get a few pair of new herbs for the school year.
You deserve it, you deserve it. You deserve it, you deserve it. You ain't perfect, but you're worthy. You always made a way, that's why I give you thanks.
What up, what up, what up, what up, world?
Yeah.
We are back again for another fantastic show. Only thing bad about it, Big Bro ain't here today. Get better, bro. But you already know it is Drake Lockhead.
It's Reggie.
And you are listening to
The Spillover.
Yes, where we bring you everything controversial and we talk dumb shit ourselves. Yes. But you know how we like to start it off. With the S. The S means sport and spill. Let's go.
Man, I don't know where to start. Well, we had NFL weekend. That went off for the most part without a hitch. Most teams that's been together, the veteran teams that's been in the same system, they all look good. A lot of these places, they got new coaches and new coordinators, new offenses. They were struggling a little bit without these preseason games and these practices.
You say they struggling.
Like oh, yeah.
Trying to give them excuses.
Nah, man, you look at it and see that they wasn't in sync. You know, stuff that you would work out in preseason stuff, time in.
You like Brady?
Yeah, all right.
Nah, it sounds like you coming with excuses just for Brady.
Nah. Brady went on and went. Deshaun Watson didn't look good. Brady didn't look good.
Winston, Watson got an
Vikings didn't
excuse.
look good.
Watson was going against Mahomes, so
What? Mahomes don't play defense.
I don't matter.
It don't have nothing to do.
It don't matter.
It had nothing to do with
He
nothing.
going against Watson was going against basically the Super Bowl team with
the
an added player.
The Browns didn't look good.
Baker Mayfield wasn't going to look good, bro. They need to get rid of him.
It may be time.
Like
I said, mostly, pretty much everybody that got new coaches
how you got
didn't look great.
two number one options.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one of the best running backs in the league, and outstanding tight end. How you not be able to make nothing happen?
I don't know what to say about old
Because
Baker.
you a bad quarterback. He not Drew Brees, man. Everybody short can. He not who old dude from Arizona.
Kyler Murray.
He ain't Kyler Murray, man. He ain't fast enough to be Kyler Murray, and he not smart enough to be Drew Brees. He's not a good quarterback.
Hey, Ryan Clark said that. He said, you know what? I don't blame Baker Mayfield for playing the way he played and everybody getting on his head. He said, I blame us. It's obvious to see Baker Mayfield is not as talented as we thought.
As everybody think.
He said, that dude, he said, we need to adjust how we feel about him talent-wise.
Change the whole lens. They need to go ahead, tank it, and try to get what's his name?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. They need to go ahead, tank it, try to get him. Fuck Baker, bro.
Man, he got a million commercials. He done made bread, though.
That don't mean nothing because you got commercials.
I'm just saying, he gonna be good. If he get cut and never play again, he gonna be straight. He done made a lot of money.
That's fine. I mean, I'm sure the Cleveland Browns want to win. So take your money and go. Bye. Have a nice day.
I don't know what to say about them, but we'll see. They got a new coach.
And
new
Brady
offense.
crashed and burned.
Oh, man.
Crashed and
Yeah, he
burned.
didn't look good either.
Bro, now, I was listening to...
He had a few good throws.
I was listening to Brandon Jennings. And what he said was that first interception...
Brandon Marshall.
Yeah. Nah.
Brandon Jennings, an old basketball player?
Nah.
Brandon Marshall, a football player.
Nah. What's
wide
his name?
receiver.
Last name Jennings, wide receiver.
Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings.
Okay.
Yeah, played for Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay, Minnesota.
Yeah, he played for a lot of teams, actually. He played for Green Bay, Minnesota.
I think that's it. I want to say, I don't know why I want to say he played for Miami.
He played for another team, bro, because he always talked about all the teams he played for. He played for Baltimore, too.
I don't remember him playing for Baltimore.
He said he did near the end of his career. But, all right, Greg Jennings said on the first take that first things first take, whatever it's called with Nick Wright.
Yeah, first thing first.
All right. He said on there it was Evan's fault. Because, now why do they always do this? Every time Brady do something wrong, it's never his fucking fault. Okay? So
Coach said it was his fault.
but Jennings is saying, the players is saying it's Evan's fault. Because as a professional, as a wide receiver that's been in the game for a long time, you know when they drop two back deep, you're supposed to cut that inside. And he went out 12 and stopped for what's it called? A hook curl in. And he's supposed to cut it in when they playing too deep. And that's what Brady assumed that was going to happen.
Brady assumed that he was going to go, and he cut in, and that's how Brady overthrew him, because Brady thought he was going to go, and he was going to throw him a jump ball. But he didn't go. He stopped. He turned around.
That's
and
what
that
I'm
ball,
saying.
He never.
That's what I'm saying.
Ball just went
he
over
thought
his
he
head.
was coming in, though. Coming in for a slant. Not a slant, but what is it called? A post. Yeah. Thought he was coming in as a post because two out, you come in. That's what Greg Jennings was saying, that it was.
I saw it both ways, but that again, that's where that preseason stuff, so they can get on the same page, so they can talk and say, okay, in this situation, what are you thinking? You know what I'm saying? Or Tom, what you want me to do? Or Mike, what you best doing? You want the jump ball, or you want to come back underneath? Because when you 6'5", 230, you throw a jump ball on that. That DB was not big. When you 6'5", 230,
he wanted him to use his athleticism to get it. But.
And most wide receivers, that's what they want. They be like, man, throw it up and give me a chance to go get it.
I think, one,
Now the other interception, that was his fault.
Yeah, it was clearly his fault. That was a bad fault.
Well, no, I call it a coach. That was a coach fault too. I would.
Nah, bro.
Why would you have him drift left and then try to throw back right? Brady ain't got that kind of arm strength.
Bro, it was a good. The ball left the trajectory, everything. It was a bad decision.
Yeah,
you did not see the
that was a
corner
bad
coming
decision
over
all the way around. It was a bad decision for Brady to throw it, and that was a bad call for him to even put that play out there.
They got
Not
the
many
ability.
quarterbacks can throw from the
They
left
got the
hash
ability.
all the way to the right hash.
They got ability. He wasn't that far over. When he stepped back, he did a 3-step, and he turned and he launched it. He didn't step all the way over.
I'm saying they started towards the left though. The ball was towards the left, and then he went left a little bit, and he tried to throw all the way back right.
You do that all the time in like Madden and shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's different.
When the defense is over, you try to throw them over.
That's what I'm saying. That's different. Brady ain't got that kind of arm.
But what I'm saying is, it would have got there if that was a good play or a good decision. What should have happened is an adjustment should have happened to where you see the corner coming up. There has to be a signal to let the receiver know, oh, he's playing flats. Go out. Like, his momentum is coming that way. That's a touch pass over. That's supposed to come with experience, right? Mm-hmm. You're supposed to understand that. You don't force the pass in. And one, the receiver had to turn back and catch it. So that means it was.
That's why I said arm strength. He should have put it in front of him.
Yeah.
He should have put it in front of him. He don't have
he
that kind of
threw it up in front.
Strength.
I think he cannot drift. That, bro.
He cannot drift back left and then throw right. Brady ain't doing it at 43. He ain't Brett Favre at 43 now.
I don't know. I think he can do it. I just think
it's a young quarterback.
I just think it was a bad decision. One, because his offensive line is trash. Right tackle and left tackle could not block at all the whole game. He was getting pressure. I don't think Brady used to that, man.
Yeah, but also Bruce Arians got to understand that he ain't like Jameis. He ain't like,
bro. Brady is a system quarterback. I'm sorry.
He got to set up and deliver the ball. Brady can't be drifting and throw that mug all arm. He's not that guy. He's never been that guy though.
He's a system quarterback, bro. He's
every quarterback is a system quarterback.
Not every quarterback.
It's very few quarterbacks.
Mahomes is not a system quarterback.
Any system.
Mahomes is not a system quarterback.
We don't know what
Russell
Mahomes
Williams
gonna do.
is not a system. Anybody that say hike and don't see his 1-2 option and go to the left and throw a left hand pass is not a system quarterback, bro.
We gotta see, bro.
You gotta see. He won an MVP in the Super Bowl. You sound like Rob Parker, man.
No, I'm saying
it's not enough.
Everybody that plays for Andy Reid looks fantastic. For the last 30 plus years, any single quarterback that lines up for him looks great. Now Patrick Mahomes got more raw talent, so you can say, okay, he looked better.
They look great, but
when Andy Reid retired, we gonna see because he didn't look like shit in college. I watched him his whole college.
So you basically saying what I say about Pat Riley and Spoelstra.
What?
Eric Spoelstra, Pat Riley. No,
Pat Riley is not his offense.
Oh my
God,
his
defense,
bro! But you can understand that. Oh my!
It's not his offense, not his defense.
Oh my God, bro!
It's not that.
Oh my God, that's funny. Now, that's funny.
Andy
I find
Reid,
that hella funny.
Now Andy Reid, like I said, anybody that lines up Nick Foles, Donovan McNabb, Mike Vick,
they got Super
Alex
Bowl?
Smith, who?
All of them.
No,
anybody get a Super Bowl under him?
He never won a Super Bowl.
Exactly. Mahomes did.
Oh my God.
Mahomes did.
Oh my God.
Mahomes
he done
did.
been to the Super Bowl.
That's been Andy Reid, like, stain on him his whole career. Great offense, but never won a Super Bowl.
He's never won.
Who did he win with?
Who did he win against? Nobody ever.
Now it's
nobody ever. He had no
he
chance.
won against the Patriots.
No, he didn't. He went against what's his name? Jimmy Garoppolo, whack ass.
It don't matter.
The dude who threw 9 passes in a playoff game. Like, don't give me that. Dream.
That dude is trash. That was Brady's. That was Brady's successor, bro.
That dude is trash. And only Bill Belichick's eyes. All that shit. It's bad when your own coach don't want to let you throw the ball.
He don't play defense, like you just said about. He don't play defense. And
Mahomes but do some on offense. Shit, they got the ball. He just couldn't do nothing with it.
It was a great defense.
Shit, you got to score at some point.
It's a great defense.
Hey, defense gonna tire out at some point. It happens to every defense, unless they the Baltimore Ravens.
They keep getting the ball back.
Tampa Bay Bucks.
Not 4 down and out. They get time to rest, and then Mahomes is out there.
You got to go out there. You going full throttle.
Look at the possession. Look at the possession of KC. That will set you straight. They hold the ball longer than all of their team. they teams they go against.
Most time, not last year. Most time they know they quick strike. Now when they had Kareem Hunt and they could run the ball,
Bro,
they took up more time. They quick strike.
go back to that Super Bowl and see how long Mahomes had the ball.
Because the 49ers couldn't sustain no drives.
I'm just saying.
You got
a good defense.
Jimmy could have really won the game. And what he do, Drake? The pass that man said, what he do? Ridiculous overthrow. The pass to Kittle overthrow.
That defense was rushing him. The
like
pressure.
when he was open.
The pressure.
Nobody, he had no pressure. It was just an ugly ass ball.
The pressure.
Like who threw a ball like
it's
that?
It's like when you whoop a kid too much. When you whoop a kid ass too much,
I don't even know
and
they got that
then
many
you
sacks
pull
on
your
him.
and you pull your hand up, they jump and flinch.
They ain't got that kind, they don't have that kind of defense. They don't have that kind of D.
Bro, they put it on there.
It's a reason why.
I don't even like the KC.
But I'm saying it's a reason why
they all right.
Everybody talk about his playoff run last year. Why?
My team is playing right now.
Why they talk about that playoff run last year, Drake?
Man,
KC, because they had to what? Keep coming out of them big ass holes because niggas was running up and down the field in
don't
defense.
matter.
But Jimmy sucks.
But they had a dynamic quarterback like Mahomes that can outscore you. Hey,
dynamic offense. It ain't just Mahomes.
It's
That offense
Mahomes.
is loaded, bro.
It's behind the center. He got to
That
get the
offense
ball
is
out.
loaded.
He got to get the ball out.
Loaded. Tyreek Hill blowing
Man,
past
give
everybody.
my dog his flowers, bro.
I mean, he a really good quarterback, man.
He a really good
Yeah,
quarterback.
he a good quarterback.
He's Jordan-esque, like
Oh, man.
like he was
gotta stop
beside. He's
gotta
Jordan-esque.
We gonna, like I said, when Andy Reid, I think he's 70 years old. We're gonna see what happens.
Bro, he's the only, like, all them quarterbacks you name never won. Like you always say, that matters. They never won the big game. But you can't give Mahomes his flowers after he won the big game.
Great quarterbacks, bro. Who did Donovan McNabb go against? Let me hear you say it.
Who did Donovan McNabb go against in the Super Bowl? Wasn't it Brady?
I believe so.
Yeah. So
it was either Brady or Ben. Either one.
It don't matter, bruh. It's a new days. These quarterbacks are good.
He ain't went against no top flight cats in the playoffs like that.
Oh my god!
Let me see who they played last year. They played
in the playoff run.
Deshaun Watson. He blew it. Deshaun Watson blew it, and he went against Ryan Tannehill, and then Jimmy Garoppolo.
He ain't played against big names. That's what you want to say. A name don't make you a quarterback. A name don't make you a quarterback, man.
But Ryan Tannehill is a journeyman that had a good 8 games last year behind Derrick Henry. Jimmy G is hella overrated, and they looking to get rid of him. They was actually trying to get Brady this past offseason.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't do that when you believe in your quarterback.
But that's now they don't because of what he did at the Super Bowl.
He threw 9 passes, bro.
He wouldn't been playing.
9 passes.
He wouldn't been playing. They thought their running game was the end all to be all.
They knew not to let him throw it too much. It was gonna be a problem.
Nah, man.
Dude is gonna throw. He gonna throw you at least 2 picks a game.
The Niners was
and he gonna
betting.
fumble.
The Niners
he gonna
was
fumble
betting.
once or twice.
The Niners
like
was
Carson
betting on their running game.
You know Carson Wentz. He gonna fumble at least once or twice every game.
Nah, Carson Wentz is trash.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know why people be saying he's so good.
Because he's 6'5", 237, and he got a big arm.
That don't mean shit.
And he can run for a big dude.
And he stay injured all the fucking time.
But you know how they is, man. He's so talented. He's so talented. Look at all that talent that don't seem to translate.
Nah, bro. He didn't have enough chances.
And man, even though they you know what I'm saying, even though they one of my favorite teams, shit's starting to get weird to me with these Rams. Any type of weird penalty call,
damn, they
somehow
won, bro.
Always goes. I know, but I'm saying any type of weird penalty call always seems, especially pass interference, always seems to go in their favor. I don't know what's going on, but it always goes in
so you
their
even
favor.
thought that shit was fishy?
No, yeah, I did not think that was a pass interference, bro. I did not think
they
that
was
was
playing
pass
aggressive
interference.
the whole fucking game. Then
And
all
then
of a sudden,
Jalen Ramsey,
he flopped.
He did the little Harlem shake.
But you hear his press conference? Oh, from my eyes, I thought it was. That's just from my eyes. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
and both of them my squads, Cowboys and the Rams, but they did miss one because what's his name?
How many games in the season?
Now I think it's 17 this year.
It's 17 games in the season. Put $3 million on each game. Every game Dak loses, that's $3 million off his contract. He think he finna get.
Oh man,
I'm telling you. You
think that's how they gonna try to do him?
Yeah, he just lost $3 million now. I'm talking about his yearly. He looking for $40 million, right? That's what he want. I doubt he get it if he keep losing like that.
Nah, bro. If I'm him, I'm gonna say, okay, well then I need you to tack on $3 million from when I was making $100,000 and stacking up wins.
We can't talk about the future, the past.
Well, that game in the past.
We can't talk. No, the game is right now his contract year.
No, his contract year was last year. This is franchise tag year.
Exactly.
Zach don't really give a shit. If they don't want to give him what he wants, he gonna say, okay, I'll walk. I really don't care. That's where he at right now. I really don't care.
Bruh.
I think he's just trying to say if Dak stay healthy, he getting $40 million.
Think he don't want to be a Cowboy, bruh?
I'm sure he do. But if Jerry keep playing with him, he's not gonna give Jerry the contract that Jerry won't. Because Jerry got an issue with giving all that money to a black quarterback.
Man, I'm telling you, he not.
And he like black people, but for some reason, I think he got that good old boy mentality when it comes to his quarterback. Because had this been Tony Romo, the perennial 8-and-8er, he gave Tony Romo 2 top-of-the-line deals. 2. And Dak Prescott has been better than Tony Romo.
Bro, I think Tony Romo trash anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. He gave him 2 top-of-the-league contracts.
Oh, well, maybe Dak trash.
Nah, Dak done won a lot. The only people that done won more games than Dak
I know, I seen it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dak wins,
I seen it.
Bro.
I seen it, but still.
People don't want, that's who people don't want to get their flowers to because he was a 4th-round pick, unheralded. They tried to write him off and say, well, Tim Tebow coordinator was his coordinator, so they tried to write it like, yeah, he's just a black version of Tim Tebow, and he ain't. And don't nobody want to give him his respect. They still see him as what he came in as. A 4th-round pick that was supposed to be Tony Romo backup. Sorry. It didn't work out that way. Sorry, guys. I think Jerry see him like that. Like, you supposed to be a 4th-round backup quarterback, not a franchise quarterback. I never expected when I draft you to be paying you this type of money.
Wow.
For real, man. People be getting shit in their head.
Wow. That's how you feel about him, man?
Yeah, man. I ain't never seen him act like this. With no other quarterback he had.
I think Jerry, he don't like to be told what he need to do or what he gonna do. He rather like he want to set the narrative. You know what I mean? He want to be like, I'm gonna give you $40 million because I want to give you $40 million because I said $40 million was the next big thing. I don't want your people telling me what you gonna want or what I'm gonna give you.
Man, the longer he wait, if he want Dak, the more he gonna cost. I think Dak at this point, because Jerry did him like this, I think he would give another team a discount before he get the Cowboys a discount.
Man,
that's how pissed off he is.
Dak ain't
He could have
mad.
came after him about after year 3.
Dak ain't mad.
He could have came
if
year
it came
4,
down to it, he'll
didn't.
take another franchise tag because that's gonna be like $38 million, $40 million. Almost.
Yeah. And then if Jerry don't pay him after that, then the franchise tag I think go up to like $57 million, and it's all guaranteed.
Man. All right, I had something on here I wanted to play. Let me get it.
Hey man, real quick, man, what's going on with Cam Newton? His outfits, bro. Did you see what he had
Man, that's he fly, bro. Dick Tracy.
on? You crazy?
Dick Tracy,
That
bro.
dude look like a fool.
Man, he ain't worried about how he look. That's his style, bro. I ain't
Dude
mad
look
at him.
ridiculous.
I ain't mad at him. Yeah, shit.
This dude look ridiculous.
Man, I don't never judge a man by his style. I don't judge him, bro. That's what he want to wear.
Oh shit!
Like shit, that nigga.
You be calling Kyrie a weirdo and KD a weirdo.
No,
This nigga's a weirdo, bro.
Kyrie a weirdo because of the shit come out of his mouth, flat Earth and.
But that was a long time ago.
It don't matter. Like
was
that
years
makes
ago
you
at this
weird.
point.
Kevin Durant's weird because he battles with people that don't matter on the internet. Little kids, he combats at them like.
At the time, he don't be knowing they little kids, bro. On Twitter, they don't
Bruh,
have ages.
he was battling with a dude with a little kid with the picture on his thumbnail. It was clearly it was a little kid.
All kind of pictures on their thumbnails.
Man, it was a little kid, bro. He said Durant weak for going to Golden State, and he got mad as hell and went after the little kid. You weak for that? He was saying something broke parents or some shit like that. Like, bruh, KD, man, that shit don't matter. That's weird, bruh. Now Cam got his own style and his own thing. thing he like to do,
No,
that's
weird,
not
bro.
weird.
That's weird. So,
Not-
because Kevin
not-
Durant don't like letting people just say whatever they want, that's weird. Some people just
Little
not like
kids,
that. Don't matter who it is. Some people just like that.
bruh.
They don't want nobody.
That's weird, bro. When you literally got everything you need in your life, you feel you need to come back as some little kids when you know shit ain't true. That's weird, bro. Like, come on, man. That's like being on the top of a mountain and you got all everything you need. Like, you rich, gold on top of the mountain, and then you go to the bottom and start stealing from people. Like, bro, you live up there. What are you down here for?
Hey, that's what motivates him, man. Doing stuff like that.
Weird.
You can't argue with the results.
That's weird. And then another thing that's weird, 2 years previous before that, you called LeBron, no, 3 years, you called LeBron whack because he went to a loaded team. And then that's the first thing you do. You go to state. And then you say, oh, but what I did was different. What's the difference?
And what they did?
Yeah.
Not much of a difference.
So you not weird for thinking it's different?
I think that people need to stop making up the talent level difference. That's what kills me.
Bro, Golden State was way more talented than the Heat.
No, they was not.
Yes, they were.
No, they was not. You try to elevate Draymond on a level he's not on.
Oh my God, bro.
Clay is not Dwayne Wade by no means.
Curry is a game changer. Wade never changed the league. Curry changed the league. And Kevin Durant and
he's a better playoff performer than all three of them.
Curry is what the game is today.
Dwayne Wade is an all-time great playoff
Dwayne Wade is what the game was when Kobe was around.
And at that time, the game was still like
but,
that.
Bro, the equivalent of each other.
Time.
No. Listen. The equivalence of Durant going to Golden State is like LeBron going to the Lakers with Kobe. Dwayne Wade is the poor man version of Kobe Bryant. Okay? Kobe, yes, he is, bro. Kobe is what Dwayne Wade could have been. Okay? Dwayne Wade's a great player. Great player by all means. All right? But Kobe was the ultimate 2-point. Like, Dwayne Wade's game was a lot like Jordan's, bro. It was a lot like Jordan's. It was hard-nosed, all that. Kobe Bryant, a lot like Jordan, but a little bit better.
No, he wasn't.
No, I'm not talking about better than Jordan. I'm talking about better than Wade. You don't even see. Nah, he was a lot. I'm talking about Wade and Kobe, right? Stay in perspective, bro. Okay? All right. Kobe is the better version of Wade.
Better at what though? When Dwayne Wade is a clear
shooter,
better playoff performer than Kobe is too.
You said Wade is a better playoff performer than Kobe?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro,
when Dwayne Wade didn't have no superstars, he could still get out of the first round. Kobe could not. When Dwayne Wade got a superstar on the decline, not in his prime, but on the decline,
bro,
who got traded away, he won.
Wait a minute. Wade lost second round. Okay, he lost second round when he didn't. What's super?
Yeah, he did.
He had Shaq.
That's why I said no.
No,
before he had
Shaq. Alonzo Mourning.
That's not a superstar. That's a good player. He was never a superstar. He's a good player. He's not going to make it to the Hall of Fame either.
Oh my God,
he's not. Paul Gasol is.
He had
Shaq is. Shaq already there.
Who else he had?
I said he had a bunch of good players.
He had Eddie Jones.
Good player.
He had
good role player.
He had Jason Williams. No, Jason Williams came later when Shaq was there.
Gary Payton came later when Shaq was there, who was like 40.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't really go nowhere. Kobe
went less.
Kobe went to the playoffs without nobody.
Well, he missed the playoffs first.
But he went there, though.
Then he couldn't get out the first
Kobe
round.
got 5 chips, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shaq got him 3, and then he was able to get 2.
All right. Dwayne Wade got what?
3.
All right. 2 with who?
2 with Brian, 1 with Shaq.
Exactly. All right. So when did Wade do it by himself?
No, I'm saying when he was by himself, he still performed better in the playoffs than Kobe.
Nah, man, you just trying to make your
I'm
opinion
not.
stay fact.
No,
That's not true, bro.
Kobe wasn't getting out the first round.
Nobody would agree with that.
Kobe wasn't getting out the
I would
first
make
round.
nobody will agree to that shit, bro.
Because people love Kobe. They forget
Nah,
what
man.
actually happened, bro.
Nah, man.
Kobe was putting on great regular season
I'm not forgetting what
performances.
happened. I seen what happened. I don't think Wade is a better playoff player than Kobe. I'm not saying Wade is not a great playoff player, but he's not a better playoff
If you
player
put
than
his
Kobe.
performances up there, like I said, when they break it down, the only people in the greatest, especially finals performances, the top 5 is mostly Jordan.
When they get
one
to the
LeBron,
finals,
and then Dwayne
when
Wade.
they get to the finals,
playoff run, you can go run.
when you get to the finals,
You can go run. Dwayne Wade had 2 of the greatest playoff runs
because he scored a lot of points
ever.
Because he scored a lot of points
Ever. No, he did. Dwayne Wade was not just a scorer.
Bro, he scored a
Was
lot
not
of points
just
that
score.
play. I'm talking about by himself. He got one of them when he had fucking Shaq.
And he was clearly the better player.
But he had Shaq though. That's when he got that great run. They had somebody to drift off too, bro. Like you can't leave Shaq by himself. That's especially he was coming from the Lakers, which means he wasn't trash.
I ain't say he was trash.
All right, but I'm just saying though, you saying Wade had one of the greatest.
No, I
he
said
had
before
the greatest.
Shaq got there,
He didn't have one of the greatest runs
not
before Shaq
I'm
got
saying,
there.
But he was getting out of the first round and producing. Kobe couldn't get out of the first round.
Bruh, no.
When Kobe didn't have a Hall of Famer, he couldn't get out the first round. Period. That's not my opinion.
man.
That's a fact. When he didn't have a Hall of Famer, he couldn't get out the first round.
Nah.
I'm sorry, to all the Kobe lovers.
Nah,
you know what I'm
bruh.
saying? But it's just the truth. And I'm not even the biggest Dwayne Wade fan.
I'm
but
not
I
even a
remember what
Kobe
happened.
fan. I'm RIP Kobe, but I dislike Kobe a lot, bro. And I will not let you say that,
Why
bro.
you dislike Kobe?
Because I never liked him, bro. I never liked him. All right? And I'm not going to let you say that about him, though, because that's not true. Because he used to piss me off a lot of times in the playoffs. A lot of times. I'd be like, here go fucking Kobe. Bro, it used to piss me off a lot. But my point was, Durant went to a team to where they had the Kobe of the 3, like the
But just the 3.
trifecta
He wasn't what Kobe
of the 3,
was, though.
and then they had the number 2 trifecta of the 3. What the game was made of, okay? And not only did they have the number 2. They had the number 3, which was himself, KD. Okay, so that's way better than a Bosh and Wade combo, bro.
Not at that time,
Yes,
it wasn't.
it is.
Wasn't nobody shooting threes like that. What was that? Over 10 years ago.
But
No, they was not.
I'm not
shooting like
comparing
that.
the errors.
You said
I'm
that.
not. No. Don't say what I said, because what I said is clear. Okay, I'm not comparing the errors. I'm saying in that time, in that game, the 3-pointer was important. When Durant went to the Warriors, the game was all about the 3-pointer.
And when LeBron went
to the Heat, it was about inside out. Okay, but
he had 2 of the
Dwayne
best.
Wade was not the best at that.
Going to the hole?
He wasn't.
Who was better?
Kobe at that time was better at.
Hole than Wade.
Kobe was better at that time.
No, he was not. That's towards the tail end of Kobe prime.
Bruh.
Matter of fact, Kobe was out of his prime. That's 2010. Kobe was out of his prime.
If LeBron went to a Kobe Bryant Lakers, that would be equivalent of him going to Golden State,
maybe
just like
some
KD.
of those years earlier. Not then. At that time, that was not there. Kobe was not a better player than Dwayne Wade at that time.
Dwayne Wade and them, they were not.
Kobe was pretty much done.
When LeBron went LeBron went to the Heat, they were not in the playoff running for real.
They didn't. They remade their roster,
but
they was going to the playoffs. They was going.
Yeah, because they got LeBron.
No, because they had Wade. They was going to the playoffs.
Nah,
bro. Wade was going to.
No, they wasn't, bro. No, they
Wade
wasn't.
Was going
if
to
they
the
didn't
playoffs,
get Bosh
bro.
and LeBron, they were not going to the
win
playoffs.
A championship. They went to the playoffs. They wasn't going. They went to the playoffs. I know because they used to battle my squad in the playoffs.
If the Warriors didn't get KD, they were still going to the. They were still number 1. They were going
not
to
by a lot though.
Oh my!
When they won that chip, did you forget what happened? Everybody's point guard got hurt. And also, that point guard happened to be one of their star players.
Don't include injuries in the game
saying.
that always. That's part of the game. Injuries. You can't include injuries in an argument, bruh. You can't. That's part of the game. You can't say nothing about injuries, but the fact that was a great team is solidified. Like if KD didn't go there, that would have still been a great team. Injuries or not, the Warriors were a great team. They just came off a 73-10 season.
Man, I knew you was over at capping. Dwayne Wade has never missed the playoffs when he has been healthy, and he only wasn't healthy one year, and it wasn't the year before LeBron got there.
You're the main one who talks about the competitiveness in the East. Like, but you're holding it up there to a high level now.
I'm not holding it to a high level.
Yes, you are.
I just said you said they wouldn't have been making the playoffs. I said,
hey, bro,
dude,
I'm gonna tell you 8 teams that's gonna always make the playoffs in the East.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you 4 teams that's all. No matter who they get on their team, that's gonna make the East. The Heat are gonna make the playoffs, no matter who they have on their team. All right. The Celtics are gonna make the playoffs, no matter who they have on their team. Okay, the Pacers are going to make the playoffs no matter who on their team. Yes. They didn't switch from superstar to superstar, and they always make the playoffs. Okay, the last team, I would say Toronto Toronto. Those 4 teams are going to always make the playoffs, bro, in the East. Okay? The only time they not going to make the playoffs is if they switch to that 16-team shit. One of them might not make it. But they're going to always make it. You can't make an argument about a team making it in the East, bro. If you always down LeBron from making the big thing in the East. You say, oh, he was in a watered-down conference.
Yes. Dude, you talking about different years though.
No.
You talking about
if you say
we talking back at 05, 06,
no.
07.
I remember I said LeBron is a 9-time consecutive making it to the finals. You said, yeah, in a watered down conference.
Yes. A lot of years had passed, bro. Them teams
9 years.
Team.
No. 9 years is all the last years at Cleveland.
He had the Heat team. Okay, though he went 4 times the Heat. During them 4 years, all them teams that is the reason why he went to the Heat. All them teams got old and broke up. Then he went to Cleveland.
You just named 4.
I said for 4 years. I said
okay. The year before that,
them cats was at the tail end. Them good teams at the tail end.
What about the year before that when he didn't make it, and that's why he went to the?
He wasn't going to the finals then. That's what I'm saying. He was getting beat. And them teams that was beating him all broke up in those 4 years.
Man.
The Dwight Howard Magic broke up. The Chauncey Billups Pistons broke up. Paul Pierce and them Celtics. They started getting hurt and got old. He tore apart Toronto because he took Chris Bosh. Cleveland, he was the man there. So you take out Cleveland. Chicago gave him a run, but then D Rose got hurt, if you remember, during those 4 years. During them same 4 years, Danny Granger got hurt.
DeRozan didn't get hurt until.
No, I'm saying after that first year, he won the MVP that first year.
They played him in the Eastern Finals.
Yeah, that next year is when he got hurt. Because he got hurt trying to get back in the playoffs that next year. But that's what I'm saying. During that 4 years, everybody team that was beating him, they all broke up, bro. Then when he came back,
I understand that, but
nobody was there.
How are you gonna say?
You still have yet to name me the superstar.
How are you gonna say that? The teams in the East were watered down, but you solidify.
At that time.
Also, they were better when Wade was when.
No. I'm saying before LeBron went there, everything was more spread out, and some of them other teams still had their guys. During them Heat years, everybody started to break up. I just named you all the teams that broke up during that time that used to hold the East up. Then when he got back, who else was left, Drake? I've been asking you for about 2 months.
How many?
Name me the guy.
How many?
Where you like he can get LeBron to run for his money in the East?
I'm not talking about LeBron. I'm talking about Wade. We talking about Wade.
Wade was done too after them 4 years.
This is what I'm saying. But beforehand, you're banking on Wade because he been in the playoffs. and you're saying that he was better than Kobe because he always was in the playoffs.
No, I said he always performed extremely well in the playoffs. He's a known playoff performer. He's one of the great players. Now, Kobe is a better player than Dwayne Wade overall when you include regular season and everything like that. But if we talking just playoffs, he was a better playoff performer. He always stepped up in the Kobe got some of the biggest playoff blunders you ever want to see. From the airball games early
that's
on
his rookie year
to the to when he got fucking went into a mental shell against the Pistons and Tayshaun Prince and buried them in that shit. He is the reason they lost. Then he went and pouted against the Suns and quit in the damn series, which people like to forget.
You're talking about the same series when he airballed.
No.
Yes, that was the same shit. Because the next game, he didn't want to score no more. He said, I'm going to pass the ball the whole time.
Airball, that was early in his career when he had Shaq. I'm talking about Shaq was gone when he went against Phoenix and Steve Nash and them. He quit.
No, that wasn't.
He quit.
That wasn't that series,
yes,
bro. That was the series when they had
Park and them was all mad about he don't pass the ball, and the media was like, he don't pass the ball. So he said, all right, I ain't gonna shoot.
That was the same series when they
airballed at that time. No, he airballed then too, but Shaq was gone. I'm talking about the early
I ain't talking about Shaq. I'm talking about that's when he airballed.
No, that was back against the Jazz, back in the 90s.
Nah, bro. He shot 2 bad shots when he came down. He airballed. And then the press conference, they was talking about he don't pass the ball. So he was like, all right, I ain't finna shoot it all.
Yeah, that was in the Phoenix series later on.
Bro, that was the same.
We talking about 2 different times. But yeah, he airballed, and you're right, he did airball in both of them. He airballed Hellas against the Jazz back in the 90s, which is why they didn't go to the finals. Then later on, after Shaq and all them was gone, he was airballing and wasn't passing the ball against the Suns and quit and said, okay, y'all go ahead and do it. Then he pouted and went off on the team and demanded a trade and all that. Then they got Paul Gasol and Lamar Odom and Bynum and all that. Then they won for about 3 years, and then it kind of fell apart. They tried to trade for CP3. It got kiboshed, and they broke the team up.
Man,
that was it on that.
The Warriors were way more loaded.
The Warriors just had a great regular season.
They had a good bench.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Their bench was marginal.
They had a good bench.
Do you know who was on that bench at that time? Because I do. I name you the players.
Yeah.
And most of them ain't even in the league no more.
Well, one of
Festus Ezeli, Lonzo Barbosa,
a good player.
David Lee was on the bench but didn't play because he was all fucked up and hurt with injuries. What's that? The black ass.
Looney was there.
No, not Looney.
McCall was there.
No, not him. He wasn't there.
He was there that last year.
No, when they won. I'm talking about when they won.
Yeah, he was there when he won. That's why he got 4 straight championships.
Cauley Stein?
I said McCall.
Oh, Patrick McCall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was there. He sucks. Yeah, that bench was no good. That's why them players either not in the league or they sitting at the end of somebody else's
It was good
bench.
enough for that system, bro. When they came in, they did what they were supposed to do. That's how I feel about the Clippers, bro. And you don't want to see that.
What? Feel about what?
The role players, that bench that y'all say is so good.
No, I mean, people say that because they seen them before Paul George and them got there and they produced. The dudes you talking about, they didn't produce. You talking about dudes that you pull up what they did. They scored 5 points in this game and 5. You'd be like, well, it was a big 5.
They produced.
We're not talking about that.
Defensively and getting who they needed to get the ball. They did their job, bro.
No.
That's all you're supposed to do is do your job.
What helped them that year is they had the luck of everybody getting hurt that year. That's what helped them. And then what ended them is the fact that they all got hurt. So the shit come full circle.
Whoa.
The year that they won without KD, Mike Conley got hurt along with Paul Gasol.
Mike Conley?
Yeah. Them Oh, now you finna disrespect the
God.
Grizzlies
Mike
with Tony
Conley.
Allen and all them? Oh my God.
Man,
they was giving everybody a run for their money at that time.
Only person that was doing something was Zebo.
The Spurs got hurt. Who else? Who they play in the middle of them? But they got hurt. Every single person's most explosive player got hurt, and then they would also lose one of their secondary players. And that's what everybody was talking about. But then they came back, and everybody was like, oh, LeBron, I'm going to beat them in 16. They're going to beat them. Did you see what they did to get to the finals? Everybody got hurt, including all LeBron best teammates. Right. They were like, when these cats come back, it's no way for 4 series straight, people going to lose 2 of their top 3 players. There's no way that'll ever happen again. And then LeBron then was healthy, and what they do? They won. People try to make a big deal. Like, well, they won 73 games. It was still the same team.
Bruh, that team the Warriors had would have beat.
Was not deep.
Would have beat Dwayne Wade's Heat.
No, they wouldn't have.
Yes,
Shaq would have fucked them up.
No, I'm talking about before he got Shaq. Before they got Shaq.
Him and Shaq would have killed them. So Dwayne Wade got to have nobody.
You said he.
I said when him and Kobe had nobody, he went further than Kobe. You talking about KD now.
Okay. The KD, I was talking about without KD.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That team was deep.
Without KD.
What I said about Wade, I was talking about with Kobe. When Kobe didn't have nobody and the Wade didn't have nobody, Wade was better in the playoffs. Now, if we talking Curry and them, then you got to give him somebody.
No, you give him who you said was there.
No, we was talking about him and Kobe. We was talking about him and Curry. Curry. They had a really good team.
But that's what I'm saying.
I never said they have a good team. I said that team wasn't as good as having 3 dudes that was franchise carriers.
Nah,
as much
bro.
You love Clay, bro, Clay will never be a franchise carrier.
First of all,
Draymond will never be a franchise carrier.
First of all, I don't know if I would be calling Bosh a franchise carrier.
Bro, before Bosh, they wasn't getting to the playoffs since Vince and them. After Bosh, they wasn't getting to the playoffs till recently.
Bruh, I don't. Bosh never performed playoffs for me.
Bro, Bosh was 25-10, man.
A season.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the season.
He was giving you people can respect AD, and Bosh was going further than AD.
People can put up good numbers in a season, bro.
That's why I tell you about AD.
What he's been playing great in the playoffs.
These playoffs.
So he got it's a different coach.
What happened when he was the franchise player?
Different all that.
What happened when he was a franchise player?
He was putting up 50 in the season.
Nah,
50 a game almost.
In the playoffs. What was he doing?
In the playoffs, he only been there one time.
Getting swept. And whose fault was that?
It was the team.
It was him.
It was the team.
It was him.
It was the team.
It was him.
It was the team.
Bosh was a franchise carrier. That's why when he left,
they never won shit.
They didn't do shit.
No, when he left, they won a championship.
No, they didn't do shit. You know, how many years later was that?
It don't matter.
You can't count that.
They got a championship.
That was 9 years later. That's how many players came and gone in that time?
That shit happens like that.
Oh, man.
Bro, they wasn't winning shit with Bosh, bro.
Man, not by itself, you
They had Bosh, Ross. They wasn't winning shit. They wasn't winning shit, bro.
Not by itself, you right. But he was still carrying that franchise. Dwayne Wade was carrying that franchise.
To the offseason?
Cleveland was carrying their franchise. He was carrying them to good records and playoff berths. So you take one dude that's carrying the franchise to good records and playoff berths. You take another dude who is a champion and a great playoff performer. And then you take another dude who's an all-time great talent and you put them on one team. Clay ain't carrying nobody's franchise, bro. Not even to the playoffs. Draymond is damn sure ain't carrying nobody.
If Clay went to any team... Any team, if Clay went to any team in this league,
you won't even beat Victor Oladipo.
They will be in the playoffs, bro.
Nope.
Yes, they would.
Nope. Not unless there's some more players on that team,
bro.
There better be some other top players on that team.
Any team with it can have just one B person. They will go to the playoffs.
B level or one B person. One B or you saying one person that's a B level?
No, one person.
1B?
Yeah, that's a one.
So he 1A and he 1B.
Yeah.
Bosh never had that.
Okay. We can make him a 2. Clay is gonna.
He really had no 2,
bruh. Clay, yes, he did.
Valanciunas
was good.
He wasn't no 2.
What?
You're not gonna say that
Ross was good.
Neither one of them are the second players on a championship level team.
What?
Neither one of them. Where's Terrence Ross now? Valanciunas is like the 5th best player on the Grizzlies right now.
They old now.
Before they got old, he was always. How many franchises he played for? About 10.
Because he's a shooter. They was looking for shooters.
Great players don't move around until it's over.
A shooter will always move around. Kyle Carver.
And nobody's saying he's a 2.
He's shooters. He's a role player. Once you get diagnosed as a shooter, you always have value, bro.
Yeah,
so
bro.
you
I'm
gonna
not
stay in the
saying-
league.
I know he gonna stay in the league. I'm saying if he was that good, you wouldn't constantly move teams. If you're
that's
if
not
you're
true.
a key piece, you're not gonna constantly move
That's
teams.
not true.
2-level players ain't
That's not
constantly
true.
moving teams
When
unless
you're
they trying to get one.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You will move a team, yes, if your value is solidified. So you're always a valuable piece for a trade option. Okay, so if I have the chance to use you and you, because this team needs a shooter to get this guy, you're gone, bruh. You're a piece.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. He's just a piece.
No, but you're a
That's
valuable
it.
piece.
Yes.
Only thing that's tradable is stuff that's valuable. Picks and good players. Okay?
Or big contracts.
Or big contracts. I could say that. But
Got to make the money work in the NBA.
I'm just saying, though, those are the things that's tradable. You're not trading some dude that's not good.
I'm not saying he's not good. What I said was he's not the second best player on the championship team. You said he a 2. A 2 or what? He ain't no 2 on no championship level team.
They never won it. That's what I'm saying. They were never a championship team.
Why? Because he ain't no 2.
Because Bosch was the 2, and they didn't
No.
have a 1.
Bro, they need somebody to initiate
What are you
the
not understanding
offense.
about that?
They need somebody.
Bosch was not a 1.
You right, and neither is Clay. Clay
Oh
is
my
a 2.
God, bro. All right.
Clay is a 2. Draymond
A
is a
2
4.
that put up 67 points in a half.
That's okay. He get hot shooting.
Oh my God, bro.
He get hot shooting.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
He get high shooting, bro.
I mean, this Mike
Long as he got somebody get him the ball, man, he all right. Clay is not going to initiate your offense. He never has. He ain't going to do it. He don't have NBA level handles. He don't have top level guard handles.
level
Yeah, he don't have top level guard handles
How you think he got to the NBA?
because he's a shooter. He don't,
By
and like
not
he
being able
just,
to
like
dribble
what
the
he
ball?
just what he just do. He took 33 dribbles to score 50-some points. He ain't got to dribble a lot.
That's called
Catch and shoot.
That's
That's
called
one dribble shoot.
No,
one
that-
dribble shoot.
That's called fundamentals.
Bro, did you watch the game?
That's
He
called
didn't dribble
fundamentals.
anywhere.
That's called fundamentals. Being able to move without the ball.
Exactly.
That's a good thing.
Exactly.
Just
but
because
you can't initiate the offense not being able to not having the ball.
You can have any point guard give you the ball if you can move good without it. Well, you don't need.
You gotta have a good point guard, man.
No, you don't.
Okay, you think Clay? Okay, 55.
Yes.
55 points ain't gonna get you to win.
Bruh, he could get 67 points with a point guard like
Well, he ain't never scored 67 points.
he can get that with a point guard like Augustine. He can get that with a point guard like Markelle Fultz.
Oh no.
Yes,
Hell
he
no.
can. All he got to do is take care of the ball. Clay's running, moving our picks, catch, shoot, bro. Like what?
That's not finna. That's not gonna
Yes,
take
it
you
is.
anywhere.
It's
bro.
gonna work.
It's not gonna
bruh.
take you anywhere.
Oh my God,
It's not.
bro.
It's not gonna take you nowhere. He's gonna be Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller got to the playoffs every year.
Yeah, it wasn't because of just Reggie though. Reggie had other good ass players around him.
As soon as you mention somebody, it wasn't because of him.
That's
You
what I'm
mentioned
saying.
Reggie.
I know. That's what I said. If he got good players around like he do now, he'll be fine.
What was
He's
what was
not a
Reggie's
one
number
level-
2?
He's not a one level player.
What was Reggie's number 2?
Who all Reggie had? Reggie had at one time Ron Artest. He had Jalen Rose.
Man, that was the end of Reggie's
He had,
career.
What's the dude? The coach that Mark
Mullen.
Jackson.
Yeah, Mullen.
That's what I'm saying. He had players.
That was in spurts of moments, bro. Reggie was really
And
doing it all.
He also wasn't going nowhere.
Reggie really
a lot
was
of that
doing it
career
all.
either.
Reggie was doing it all by himself.
And that's why they didn't go anywhere.
But you just said, yeah. All right, Reggie. How
He's
you gonna
gonna
diss the nigga name? He got your name.
he's gonna produce numbers. Clay is. I said he can't carry a team. He's not a franchise carrier.
And Bosch isn't either.
But he did. And
What?
He ain't even no ball handler. That's the thing
Oh
with
my
Bosch.
God,
Bosch wasn't
bruh.
a ball handler.
Do you not hear the flaw in your argument?
Bro, he's not dominant enough. Even without the ball, he's not dominant enough to take over a game. He's not.
Oh my God, bro. This is
I
hilarious.
can't wait till if they break up, boy. Cause you gonna see
If who break up?
if Steph and Clay break up,
They not gonna break up.
you gonna
If they
see.
was-
Just like with
if
Draymond.
they was
Just
smart-
like with Draymond,
If
bro.
they were smart, they'd become
Draymond
a
was-
package deal.
Draymond was by himself, and we saw he talk all that shit, and he still don't want to be humble.
He got his rebounds. He plays.
No, he
some shit.
didn't. He got like 6 rebounds
He
a
got his
game.
rebound.
Oh man,
He played some D.
Draymond is delusional. Like a lot of people with that Warriors 73 win team, they just think that team just chock full of just a million all-stars. They wasn't. They just had a good system.
You just mad they beat the Bulls. Shit.
They had a good system. Who beat the Bulls?
You just mad they beat the Bulls record.
Who? Oh, them. They still want a better team.
You just mad.
I'm not worried about the record, bro. I like the chip.
Fucking fanboy.
I like the chip.
Fanboy. Don't
like
say
the
you like
chip.
the chip, because when I bring up them in the argument,
I like the chip.
no, they got to the playoffs though.
Who?
When I bring up the chip argument where somebody win a championship and this player didn't, and you on that side, you say, but they still won. They got to the playoffs. So
What you
don't.
talking about? We were just talking about Kobe and Wade.
No. I ain't talking about right now. We ain't talking about. If we go back to previous shows, when I talked about championship, you said no, wins don't have to be a championship.
No, you was talking about when I was like a superstar. I was like, you got to win. That's what we was talking about. I was like, you got to win to be considered a superstar. You like, what's winning? You got to win championship. I said, no, you don't have to. You could be a superstar without winning a championship. I was like, you got to get to the playoffs and win. But when we be talking about chips, we be talking about the hierarchy of greatest of all time.
That just was to be me sipping my drink.
Just to be a superstar, you ain't got to win. Just to be a superstar, you ain't got to win no chip.
Okay.
But you be trying to
throw
chips out of the greatest player of all time argument.
No, I don't. That's not
matters.
my argument. I don't consider chips. Because if I did, my favorite player wouldn't be my favorite player.
I know.
All right, so I don't consider. I'm just be trying to help out your argument, bro. So you can stay. One of the most important things with this job that we so called doing now is called not my friend, but somebody I watch a lot says
take integrity.
Take integrity.
He's
take
terrible.
Integrity.
I can't.
You have to have take integrity when you throwing stuff out there. You can't be like
we be talking about two separate conversations.
No, but for this is that.
A
for this is
superstar
that.
is different than talking about where they sit at greatest of all time. You can be a superstar without a chip, but where you at on that list of greatest of all time, chips matter because on that list everybody's a superstar. So you have to nitpick. You have to look at things like who got the most chips, who performed the best in certain moments. You have to nitpick. Because everybody's a superstar on that list. Everybody's a superstar on that list.
You can't. And then on that greatest of all time, I don't think you can do that. Because the game is different in every era.
You got modern era, then you got Bill Russell in them era, then you got the modern era.
No, that's not just two eras.
It's mostly two eras.
No, it's not. It's just mostly two eras.
No, when I say modern, I mean like when Bill Russell was playing, everything was segregated pretty much. You had two different leagues where a lot of the people felt like more talent was in the other league than it was in his league when he was racking up all his chips. I call it a modern era when they put everything together. However the game is played, whatever you do in your era.
That's not. It can't be two eras then. It
can't be pre-separation and post-separation?
No, because in it can be the pre, then it can be post.
Yeah.
But that post ain't it's more errors in that post era. Because there wasn't no 3-point line in the beginning. That's a whole nother era.
Yeah, but
when a 3-point line.
I'm not looking at that.
You got to.
I'm looking at
you have to.
The way the game was played. How did you perform in your era? The way the game was played.
Exactly. So how can you have two? How can you have only two if the game was played different ways in certain times? Every 10 years it was something different.
So you want to break it down to the eras how the game is played?
That's how it's supposed to be broken down. Because you can't compare a dude that shoots nothing but threes to a dude who plays inside all day like Wilt Chamberlain or something. You can't compare them two. You can't. Because them cats couldn't shoot like that then. But now they can.
We don't know if they could or couldn't. Because somebody didn't do something don't mean that they can't.
I'm not saying they couldn't, but it didn't happen in the game.
Yeah, just say that they didn't shoot. Because couldn't. You said couldn't.
Because it wasn't beneficial to the style of play, shooting far away, still getting the same amount of points. There's no point in it. Why would I shoot distance if from here is worth the same as from here? So I'm going to shoot all my shots here. They're closer.
And then when they brought the three, they were still going inside because they looked at it when you going
even
inside.
When they exactly. So that's a whole nother error. The introduction to the 3-point line is an error, And then when the 3-point line became the end all to be all, that's a whole era, which is now that's the era we in now, the 3-ball era. So that's the end all to be all. You got to be at least have 2 or 3 shooters on your team
in this era where 3-ball and then who has dominated this era?
Curry.
Okay, who dominated the era before?
LeBron.
How do you figure that?
How?
Yeah,
because
he don't got the most championships. He ain't had the best team.
I'm not. Once again, I'm not judging off championships.
That's how you dominate an era.
No, that's not the only way you dominate an era. By getting to the final stage more times than anybody else matters to me. All right. In a season, first of all, you gotta have a good record. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then in the playoffs, you gotta win 4 out of 3, 4 out of 7. Then the next round, you got to win 4 out of 7. Then that next round, you got to win 4 out of 7. Then the championship, you got to win 4 out of 7. Who's gotten there the most in that era?
But then that's what people be like. If you want to break it down,
I don't stain that on him.
That's what I'm saying. But if you want to break it, that's when people start getting into. Well, if you want to break it down like that, yeah, he got there. But what was he going against, and what was everybody else going against?
It don't matter.
It matters. You keep on talking about you got to break stuff down. It does matter who you going against.
No, so that's what I said about the Wade thing. So you can't talk about.
I told you the teams was better then.
Oh my God,
dude! When LeBron doing what you said, when he did all that going to the finals,
hasn't been good since
LeBron,
damn near Michael Jordan.
No, since before LeBron went to the Heat.
Bro, the East has never been good for the last 25 years, bro. They have not been that good.
Okay.
The West has been the monster.
So 25 years, what we in? This is 2020. So then I guess we'd go 95.
AI dominated the weak East.
95.
AI
has never dominated the East.
In 2001, when he won the MVP, he dominated a weak East. Yes, he did.
Yeah, that was after the lockout. No,
bro, that's how long it's been since the East has been a good conference.
95. You got.
Now they win the All-Star games. Yeah, they'll do that.
Jordan had 3 chips.
And shoot, so that means it's been 26 some years. Because when Jordan was in the league, the East was whack.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. You only had the Knicks and the Pacers. That's it. Sometimes Detroit.
You had the Knicks, you had the Pacers, you had Detroit, you had Cleveland.
Oh my God. Bro, no, that was just a good team in the East.
Cleveland
was just a good team in the East.
That's because they never made it out because of Jordan.
That's my God, bro. They would have lost to anybody on the West, bro.
Oh my God.
No, they would have lost to anybody on the West.
They wouldn't, bro.
Jordan the only one who had the chance.
And then Jordan would go and whoop whoever came out. Whoever called themselves the best out the West, he went and whooped their ass.
I understand that.
LeBron didn't. That's why everybody keeps saying
it's
the East.
No.
You get to the best team in the West, and what do? You lose.
No.
Now, if he was dominating the East and then went and said, okay,
Jordan
I beat their ass,
wait,
hold
on. First of all, it was yours. Jordan got swept.
Not by the way. Man, hold on. See, and I'm sick of that shit, too. When that shit happened, how many games they playing in them rounds?
It don't matter.
He didn't have all the chances LeBron had. LeBron,
it don't matter.
Been down.
See? Now you trying to see that's the problem. That's a different era.
You talking about LeBron dominated
5? He dominated his
He's
era.
Like, you gotta win 4 and 4 and 4.
He dominated his era.
When Jordan was losing, bro, he was losing to a Hall of Fame squad that was point guard to center, all Hall of Famers.
That Hall of Fame doesn't happen until your career is over with.
Everybody Hall of Famers.
And then they wasn't.
And that team
they was
everybody's
not.
Greatest
They
of all
was
time
not
list.
Named Hall of Famers at the point of playing.
Put up your top. Pull up.
It
Name
don't
your
matter.
Top 5 teams of all time.
Bro,
them Celtics was
afterwards.
Them Celtics was
afterwards. In the middle of the time when it's happening, they're not known as that. Okay, they're not. Nobody's named a Hall of Famer while they're on the court.
You know when the cats are going to the Hall of Fame, bro.
Bro,
everybody knows.
No, your body of work makes you go to the Hall of Fame.
And they all had a body of work,
man.
They all had a body of work, bro. You ain't know Larry Bird was going to the Hall of Fame at that time.
I'm not talking about Larry. I'm not talking about
all them cats.
Those are
Kevin McHale. All them cats. You knew they was going.
I didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't know.
Everybody knew they was going.
Bro, I wasn't even born then, so I didn't know. And
everybody
sure wasn't
at
born.
that time knew that they was going, bro. Anybody that talks about that era said,
no, they didn't. It's
that's
a lot
one
of people.
The greatest teams ever assembled.
It's a lot of players that say Bird carried that team and made them Hall of Famers. So that's not the narrative, bro. That's not the narrative. Okay, so when you say that,
LeBron has never beaten a caliber team of that caliber.
Oh my God, I'm not comparing that. We're talking about eras. You tried
to slip in there to talk about Jordan. He got beat and swept.
No, I'm just saying. You're mad because
you tried to take a little shot real quick.
Anytime I give LeBron flowers, I'm gonna let y'all know Reggie has a problem.
No, you don't hold LeBron to the same standard.
Listen, bro. You gotta Curry, LeBron, a little bit of Kobe.
Oh my God.
No, wait. AI first.
AI
a little
never
bit of Kobe.
Dominated.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
he had 1 year where he was the best player. That's it.
A little bit of no. Kobe, little bit of AI about 1 year. I give him his 1 year. And then it was Jordan.
No, you forgot Shaq.
Oh yeah. So it was Shaq and then Jordan.
No, it was Jordan, then Shaq.
You're going forward. You're going forward. I'm going backwards.
That's what I'm saying. It was Jordan. I'm starting from back. Jordan, Shaq.
I'm starting from now and go back to Jordan.
You go now from there. It's Curry and Durant. You know, however you want to break up the credit.
No Durant. No Durant. I'm sorry. No Durant.
However you want to break.
Fuck no.
However you want to break the
credit.
Curry.
Okay. Curry.
You can say Curry.
No Durant.
Even though he wasn't the best player on that team.
Curry.
When they won them chips back to back.
Curry is the trendsetter right now. He's all right,
so
he's the man.
Curry. Then before Curry, it was dominant.
This is what happens when Bug's not here. We going for sports for an hour.
We haven't. Let's let this go. Let's just let it go.
Yeah, because I know I'm right.
Yeah, I know you're not.
Yeah. LeBron had his dominance.
You can't. If you ain't winning chips, you ain't dominating.
Oh, that's what the? Oh my God!
You can be a superstar and not dominate, Drake.
Oh my God, bro!
These are the best players on the planet. There's gonna be more than one superstar.
God.
But you can't say you dominated the era if you're not winning the chip.
Oh my God!
Well, I got there, but I lost. And then you got a lot of Then you got multiple losses to the same motherfuckers. So how are you dominating and you losing multiple times to the same groups?
We moving on. You would never see the light of domination.
Oh my God, Lord. And I guess if he fuck around and don't win this title, somehow he dominated if he get there though.
I'm just saying, bro. It take a lot to get to the finals in the NBA.
You don't get no trophies for second place.
Actually, he got the Eastern Conference Championship.
Yeah, you no trophy for that. You get a T-shirt.
They get a plaque.
You get a T-shirt.
They get a plaque.
I don't fuck about no plaque.
They get a plaque, man, and they get a Eastern. They do get a trophy.
I don't care about no.
They get a trophy, and he got some MVPs.
He ain't had an MVP in a long ass time.
He always gets some. That's because they've been giving it to these stats.
Dudes that deserve it.
The stat runner-uppers.
He was the same way. Before Westbrook, it was all about 28 and 8 and 8.
Man.
Anyway,
this guy.
But your other guy.
We're gonna get to some music real quick, and we're gonna come back, and we gonna talk about something else.
Something political.
All right, we're gonna talk about something else. All right, check out TB. You ain't gang. Reggie's wrong.
Pussy nigga, you not gang. Pussy nigga, you not gang. Pussy nigga got no gang. No. Pussy nigga, you a lame. Gang. Pussy nigga, you can't hang. No. Pussy nigga, not my friend. No. Pussy nigga, you not gang. Pussy nigga, you not gang. Sorry, I don't know your name. Pussy nigga, don't explain. Back over there where you came. Please do not stand in my lane. Crazy, I might bust your brain. Crazy, I'm fucking your main. And I do not know her name. I'm bossed up. You fake as fuck, full of flaws, bruh. I keep that sack, Santa Claus, bruh. That Christmas tree full of frost, bruh. That CAC. You ain't gang, you ain't in these streets. Taking chances so your family eat. Gang, 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 nigga, you a leech. You a bitch, my life a beach. Big love out in these streets. Big slugs when a nigga creep. No tent, so you know it's me. Box Chevy, so you know it beat. Act tough, must I repeat? Still got room for a body pussy nigga. You ain't body pussy nigga, you ain't G. A-N-G, G-A-N-G. Fuck nigga, you a wanna be, and I'm still being me. TB, Chuck Taylors on my feet, fresh dinners on my ass, and a Christian white tee. And I'm still in these streets like the lights, y'all. James Tony on these pussy niggas lights out. You ain't gang pussy nigga, what you talking about? Never seen you in the hood, so let's get it understood. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga got no gang, no. Pussy nigga, you a lame, gang, 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 gang. Pussy nigga, you can't hang, no. Pussy nigga, not my friend, no. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga, you a lame. In your songs, dropping names. Got the plug on fire, hood on fire, flexing for the gram. Bless the hood with the gram. Knotted wood with the cam. Tuck the shoes with the slam. Slam on the pussy, nigga. I'm no rookie, nigga. Thought you knew me, nigga. Had to spin the square like a Rubik's, nigga. Spin the check on nothing. Thought you knew me, nigga. To be TB, the G had to prove it, nigga. Nike on him, I just do it, nigga. Say gang, never knew the nigga. Let him swing when I do these bitches. Fifth for bang if he looking fishy. Gang affiliated, fuck a color payment. Run up the blue hunters. Take a little vacation. Get the fuck away from foo-foo niggas hating. Say that he know me where he must be mistaken.
Say that he know me where he must be mistaken.
I don't know you niggas, I don't fuck with niggas. Fuck your feelings like a penicillin, kill it. Fuck your feelings like a penicillin, kill it. Scared to bang a bitch, but he got a stick. Swear to God, he'll ride the full clip. Ain't hitting shit. Jay Reed from Akron. Gotta check these niggas' background. Gotta check these niggas' background. Gang, 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 gang. Pussy nigga, you ain't. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang. Pussy nigga got no gang, no. Pussy nigga, you a lame, gang, 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 gang. Pussy nigga, you can't hang, no. Pussy nigga, not my friend, no. Pussy nigga, you not gang, gang.
You ain't gang. You ain't gang. You ain't gang. All right, shout out to TB for that. Hey, real quick. Did you know Mark Jackson's brother was Escalade?
No.
Troy Jackson. That was his real name. Escalade from N1. The big dude, 6'10". They used to be done. That's Mark Jackson's little brother. R.I.P. Escalade. But yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so on the heels of Drake being wrong.
Wait. Hold on. Real quick. I'm sorry. Because you finna switch it off sports real quick, right?
Well, it's kind of still sports politics.
All right, well, I wanted to play this about Scott Van Pelt went off on Skip Bayless.
Oh, Lord. About the mental health thing?
Yeah, but didn't say his name, but he basically was going at Skip. Can I play that real quick?
Here you go.
Mental health is very important to everybody. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, yeah. I turned up the wrong one.
Their brand like never before. But it's more than that. The modern athlete is more willing than his or her predecessors to share themselves in ways that reveal their humanity, their vulnerability. It's easy to lose sight of the fact that these stars are just like we are because we won't ever be in line for a $30-some-odd million a year contract. We won't ever be the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, but we all carry around things with us, pain, burdens, fears, and they get heavy because they're real, even if you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott shared with Graham Bensinger that following his brother's death by suicide, he struggled with depression, that the isolation of quarantine impacted him significantly as well. But Prescott shared this.
When you have thoughts that you've never had, I think that's more so than anything, the chance to realize it and recognize it and to be vulnerable about it.
And that's what's so different about the modern athlete. Not Instagram or brand management. It's the understanding that there will be understanding, that you don't have to pretend to be tough when you aren't, that you can ask for help and know that it's going to be met with compassion for the most part. And also to know that those who can't muster any aren't worth your time or your concern. We'll be right back.
Those smart people jazz be funny. Waste your time with anybody.
That was kind of crazy. So, you know what? I'm not even going to get into that next thing just because I don't even want to give him no more attention than he needs.
Who?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, come on.
I want to move on to T.I.
Wait a minute.
And this is, man, this T.I. situation. This is why black people have a hard time going with other black people on stuff. Because they never know when they getting played. So T.I. has been charged.
Please explain the whole story.
So rapper T.I. has been charged by the Securities and Exchange Commission. That's people who basically police the stocks, for anybody that don't know.
Yeah, they the ones who got Martha Stewart.
Yeah, they police the stocks and the IPO and stuff. They also, the people that took down, if y'all seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street, the people that took down Leonardo DiCaprio on that movie, that's them. So he got charged with promoting a fraudulent cryptocurrency offering. The regulator said in his complaint that T.I., whose real name is Clifford Joseph Harris, sold cryptocurrency coins using his Twitter account and encouraged his followers to invest in the 2017 Flick, F-L-I-K, just in case anybody heard of it or thought about it, the Flick initial coin offering. He also falsely claimed to be a part owner, the agency said. So he made it seem like he, partly owned the company. He did not. The SEC said the offerings was a scam and spearheaded by film producer Ryan Felton, and according to Mashable, Felton had promised to build Netflix on the blockchain, but never delivered. Instead, Felton used money from investors to drive up the price of a second token, Spark, S-P-A-R-K, all capital, which is also controlled. Which he also controlled. The SEC said proceeds from the scheme were used to buy Felton a Ferrari, diamond jewelry, a home, and unspecified luxury goods.
Oh, why you mad at T.I.?
Flick's promotional. I'm getting closer to T.I. Flick's promotional materials further promised that Flick coins would be redeemable on the Flick platform for increasing amounts over the first year, with each Flick redeemable for $3.99. So you bought it for one price. After the first year is worth $3.99. After the first 3 months, after the first 3 months it's $3.99. After the first 12 months, it go up to $9.99, and then $14.99 after 15 months. That's what they were promising people. But no Flick platform ever existed. According to the SEC, the Flick initial coin offerings raised approximately 539 Ether, which was worth around $164,615 on September 20th, 2017. That was in one day.
Did people get their money back?
It's some settlements, not for that amount. I don't know what the full amount that they scam people out of. But T.I. also asked a celebrity friend to promote the Flick ICO on social media and provided the language for the post, the agency noted, referring to Flick as T.I.'s new venture. So that sounds like one of them gossip websites. Without an admission of any wrongdoing, Harris has agreed to pay $75,000 in a settlement. The 39-year-old will also sit out similar digital asset securities sales for the next 5 years. In February, actor Steven Seagal agreed to pay $334,000 to settle SEC claims that he failed to disclose he was paid to promote on an offering. And then Floyd and DJ Khaled, same thing in 2018. So man, these celebrities out here, man, peddling these false and these fraudulent investments.
What did T.I. do?
He helped promote this non-existent IPO.
That doesn't mean he knew it wasn't
that he
non-existent.
also claimed to be part owner in.
Which every rapper, anybody who promotes anything does in order to get you to buy into it.
Yeah. He got people buying into a fraud.
He probably got sold that it was real, putting his money in. And it's like, hey, y'all buy more, it goes up. Like, that's how that worked.
Well, they claim that he had knowledge that it was a fraud. And now he's settling.
I'll be like, check my records to see if I'm getting into his money. He probably just investing in just like we are. Like anybody else is. He like, oh, this a new Bitcoin. It's going up. It started from this point, and I got enough millions to buy millions of it. So y'all buy it too, and then once it goes up, I sell it. That's all he doing.
When you got a platform like that, you need to do your research. Hey, man. And then when you go and tell somebody else to do it, and then you provide everything you want them to say, and tell them, hey, call it T.I.'s new venture, and all this and this and that.
Hey.
That's all bad.
Hey, when you see you making money off something, sometimes you just like, hey, man, if I claim ownership to this, they gonna say more people gonna buy it.
Yeah, that was the scheme. T.I., bro.
Oh shit!
I need you to promote this so we can get this bread, and he did. Everybody, Drake just hit the floor. He got a cramp. He's out of the chair. Mouth full of candy, out of the chair. All this damn candy got him dehydrated. Now he's sitting on the floor. It'll be a second before we get back to the mic. He's trying to bring the mic down to the floor.
Yeah, it's all right.
that's him talking from the floor.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, man. You got to be better than that, man. When you got people that's trusting in you, trying to believe in you, talking all this black biz, investing in each other, and people start doing it, like, you got a responsibility, man, to do your due diligence.
He saw it as an opportunity for people to come up. That's what he saw. Can't be mad at him. Like, you see an opportunity, you like, hey, y'all, I just found this. I'm supporting it.
Do your research.
That's like, nah, they ain't like that. That was
then how they fraud him if he talking about some he part owner?
You can't. He didn't spend no money, so he's gonna be good.
We don't know what. This is just the initial report. All the details ain't came out.
I'm telling you, he gonna be good. He gonna be like, man.
Well, yeah, he already said, look, I'll pay back certain amount of money. He said, but I'm not saying I did nothing wrong, though.
Yeah, he good. He ain't spent no money. He probably just was trying to come up like every nigga is. Oh man,
that's all bad, man. Hey, y'all, here on the Spillover, we talk about things that we have looked into, things that we have did and found success with first before we tell anybody else to do anything.
Hey, you know what I mean? It's shit happens, bro.
But since we talking about investing, we just had a small little hiccup with the airline. They got a lawsuit against it. Okay, it ain't gonna be nothing big, so don't be afraid, y'all. You know, they got United Airlines got a lawsuit, but don't be afraid. They claiming, two women are claiming, a older black woman and an older Jewish woman. They're claiming that United Airlines are only staffing young, white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed women on their sports charter planes. Now, apparently, when you're staffed on a charter plane, you get paid a premium, and you also have a chance to get premium tickets and inside passes and things
I think
like
they
that.
more so want to pay, bro. Because I heard if you a flight attendant on them things, they give motherfuckers like $1,000 tips and $100 tips and shit. I think that's more so what they want.
It's possible.
I don't think they really want the perks are nice, but I think a lot of them people be fighting for the money. But shit, man, if that's all there is on the flight, then that's a problem.
Who cares about who y'all got employed with them? We want to know who's on the expensive flights. That's like me working for a company, and you get paid per like order you do, right?
Mm.
And they filter like not how many or not how much stuff is in the order, but literally how much orders you do. Okay, but then they filter me all the 200, 300 case orders that take me an hour or 2 hours to do, but they get this guy the 10, 15 case, 20 case orders, and he knocking out 20 a night, and he getting that's like that is, bro. Like they we all work here, we all got this job, but you get the opportunity to make the most money, even though y'all doing the same shit. You know what I mean? So you could say like, oh, statistically, this company has this many black people on the thing, but do they get the same opportunities as that type of person?
Well, this is all about who they staff on them charters. So if they saying that we got this many people staffed, that's not what you're saying, then that proves you wrong. If they're paying these people.
If you're staffed on there, does that necessarily mean you on the flights?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. They're saying that they're not staffing. Basically, these two women want to be staffed on the charters, and they're not being. So I guess they seen some young white girls and just assume that's all that's there. But if they showing that, look, we keep a running log. Like if you get paid a premium, they probably have paycheck stubs.
Bruh, I don't think it'll be a headline though, or.
Dude,
even that,
everything racial is a headline. It don't matter what it is.
I don't think if there wasn't some type of visible evidence of it, I don't think no paper would write that. They'd be like, man, y'all just hate.
In normal times, I would agree, but right now, in a time where things are semi-shut down and everything is so anything you print right now dealing with racial issues or touching along the lines of systemic racism, it's gonna sell. People gonna be interested. They're gonna want to hear the story. They're gonna want to read the story, because the people that love to claim systemic racism, they're gonna want to use that as another example. People that's against it is gonna want to read to see if it's valid or not. Like, you gonna win either way if you're a reporter, and they gonna report it. Just like you remember back in the mid 2000s, late 2000s. With reality shows, every single channel started coming up with reality shows, because no matter what the reality show was about, if you had one, it was gonna do numbers. That's what we at now with the racial justice thing. When you report on that stuff, it's gonna do numbers. Just because we in a time right now where everybody got their magnifying glass on stuff like that. Hell, Drake, you can say, Spotify refuses to put us in the search because we are all black show or this and this and this, but then they got these startup white shows they throw into the search the first week, and somebody will print that and be like, Spotify discriminating against discriminating against black startups podcasts.
I don't think they would.
They would, bro. Because the bigger the company that you can give a headline dealing with any type of racism, the bigger the story gonna be.
I just don't think they would.
Like, bro. Netflix, bro. Like, have you heard about that movie?
It got it. Your story has to have some type of weight, some type of proof, some type. Because
it's all about, can you make it sound good?
Because that's not true. Because Sports Illustrated got slammed because they put out, and they were losing their validation. They were losing their validation because of the story. Because a lot of their stories, when they came back, it turns out that that's what it was. So they always had, like, their last story, they had to come back with, the one about the women getting sexual harassed in Dallas. In Dallas, that last one that came out, that was from Sports Illustrated, and Dallas came back at Sports Illustrated saying that's not true, and I don't know whatever source you got it from. And a lot of people was shamming the fuck out of Sports Illustrated. Like, you can't just put anything out there in this world, like, right now, because you're going to get a lot of backlash.
Well, with them, like I said, they reported this. Now, they didn't take a side in the story. They just put all the facts out there. They didn't take a side. That's how you got to do it. Like, you can't just jump on somebody's side.
It is taking a side when you get one person's point of view and don't get the others.
No, they did. That's what I'm saying. When I read it to you earlier, they had Bloomberg, which is the spokesperson for United, and then you had the two women. They wrote what the two women said, what they said, and they wrote what the dude Bloom said.
But who
in response to it?
Who came first?
The women made the allegation first.
Yes,
and then Bloom, the dude at United,
and
he got a chance to respond.
In order for the allegation to go forth, I'm telling you, like, the head of the reporter, the editor, is going to say, okay, does this have any context to it to where it could be true? Let's look at their hiring process and who they have on staff.
You can't look at that though. Them private records.
It's
not public records.
It's not private.
Who you staff in your company? That's who and how you staff.
That's not private. That is, because if that was private, it wouldn't be an issue with like the NBA hiring black coaches. Like it's not private. Them things aren't totally
public.
private.
That's what I'm saying. That stuff is public.
Bro, it's laws saying that you have to have a percentage of African Americans in your job. That's not a private thing, bro.
Yeah, you got to have a percentage, but it don't tell you that you got to have
how do you think they got the percentage?
I'm saying you can't say they got to be staffed a certain way. There's no law saying, well, you got to have this percentage staffed on these type of flights. It's just working at the company. You got to have a certain percentage.
Exactly. So you're answering your own question, okay? No. All right.
No.
So if they only work at the company, does that mean they're staffed on them planes?
That's what I'm saying. When dude said it, that's what I'm saying. When dude gave his response back, that's what he said. If you look, we have a higher percentage staffed on these type of flights that they make an allegation on these type of flights. They have a higher percentage of African Americans staffed on that than they do as a percentage in the whole company.
That's because they probably only got 4% black and 3% are working with the charter.
No, that's impossible. So it's like, say the company got, say they 27%, you know what I'm saying, black. But then 90% of the people on these flights are black. It's like, how is that possible? You have a low percentage overall, but then they sitting at a high percentage in this one area. And then he also said some of that stuff be requests. So what you gonna say, you know what I'm saying, to these millionaires and billionaires that request certain things? No, you can't have it? Because these women don't like it? I mean, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. We're gonna see. I'm sure, you know, some people gonna jump on their side because some people just love, you know, any side is gonna always have its supporters. So we're gonna keep up with this.
I'm telling you, bro. There's more to it.
That's what I said. We're gonna keep up with it.
Let's listen to this real quick.
What's this?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
No, I don't really know yet.
What is it concerning?
Black people will sell trauma.
Oh, that's true.
Tell these niggas they had to make money. They had to be hyper successful. If we didn't tell these niggas they had to make money, they had to be hyper successful, they had to get all the attention, they would make the music that gets the most attention, that quote unquote makes the most money. You get what I'm saying?
They would just make music.
They will figure out what they want to do, what they want to make. But when a nigga say he rap, nigga, okay, I want to see a Benz. A nigga can tell you yesterday, yeah, I'm about to start rapping. For sure, my nigga, where your car at? You eating, right? You a rapper, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. And like I said, that's why I be on niggas. Like, niggas want to call niggas artists, all this other shit. Shut the fuck up. For black people in general, we sell trauma. Every hot movie, every TV show for the majority. That's why Atlanta was so fucking important. And it has traumatic elements, but it's not just straight up, nigga, my life is trash. 12 Years a Slave, Nat Turner movie, Django, Moonlight. Let's keep it going. We can all name one right now. For black people, the black business is trauma. We selling trauma. So you expect a nigga to not perpetuate that when they trying to get out of a situation that you tell them that they ain't shit until they get out of it, until a nigga got money, bro. Majority of the time, the way we look at it, and I'm talking for the consensus, not everybody. The majority of people, just from what I've seen, is until you got some money, you ain't shit. Funny thing about it is niggas are so stupid, niggas don't know where they come from and don't know we made everything. If all you can give me is money, nigga, fuck you. I can go find some money somewhere, but a lot of people don't feel like that. But You got to know your self-worth, your own importance. If we not solely motivated and we not telling each other, you got to get money, you got to get out, we telling these little girls they got to marry a rich motherfucker. We telling these little boys they got to be athletes. Like, if everything was so deeply rooted in attention and money, then I feel like we would be in a better place because everybody's head would be better. And you could look at somebody who look like you, who is you, and not feel like shit because you look in the mirror and you appreciate yourself a little bit more. If we didn't...
That's some real shit. That's some real shit. Money do rule the world.
Yeah, we definitely sell trauma. For whatever reason, the more traumatic something is or the more drama-filled it is, the more popular it is. People love controversy. Controversy, hot takes, crazy storylines, backstabbing, you know what I'm saying, underhanded maneuvering, all that. Much people try to act like they hate it. That's all they watch. You ask anybody, what's your favorite shows? What kind of movies you like?
Well, I think not only does it, so yeah, black people are good at selling trauma. We sell trauma, but that's what most of our lives consist of. So when you watch a movie and when you watch things like that, you want to watch stuff that's relative to you. You don't want to watch no movie about no rich white people in Beverly Hills spending $100,000 here and there. You don't want to watch the rich people problems. You want to watch something that's relative to you. Waking up, making some Kool-Aid, adding too much sugar, eating ramen noodles all fucking day. Like that's something that you can relate to you, and then you see your favorite actors acting that role. You know what I mean? So it's like what's familiar to you, that's what you buy into. As far as the rappers rapping and stuff, a lot of rappers rap about gangs and all that. That's majority of our young youth. I was part of a so-called gang when I was coming up. Okay, and it wasn't cause I started out. It was more so that's what everybody was doing. So all your buddies clicked up and made a gang. You know what I mean? Everybody had they set. So that's like something you go through in your teenage. I mean, I think, yeah, we sell trauma, but like our life, the majority life is somewhat traumatic in a way that you have to get to A to B. So that's what you familiarize yourself with. So that's what you choose to watch. Something that's close to what happened to you. Like a Don't Be It, Minister Society. That became so popular. It was popular in California first. But that was so popular because that's what the Compton hood was really like. You know what I mean? They were like, somebody's actually portraying what our hood is really like in a movie. We have to support this.
And see, that's the thing right there. We the only, quote unquote, because I don't agree with that, but we the only quote unquote culture that does that. Nobody else.
No. There's redneck movies that redneck support, like Joe Dirt. They like,
yeah, but I'm saying those are not traumatic.
Yeah, they are. They be having traumatic incidents. It be funny and it be traumatic. It be
funny. It be having a lot of humor, but I don't see.
But you
traumatic stuff going on.
Even the comedic black movies get criticized so much because why everything gotta be so. I think we just gotta criticize every fucking thing.
With most of the movies that I know that he was talking about and stuff like that, it's like we the only group of people that the worst parts of our lives is the ones that we accentuate the most out of everything. Like, you don't see Jewish people, as much people gonna say
they're not gonna make a Holocaust movie.
Yeah, they're not. They don't want to see that shit.
Because you know why? Because
they don't want to see it.
No, that's not why.
They buried damn near the majority of the evidence. They got one museum.
That's not why. You know why? Because America has accepted that they have been done wrong. and they have actually been paid reparations. All right, they've justified. Hey, the Jews were done wrong. They have yet. What we do is we make cry outs for help. That's what we make. Okay, these 12 the slave movies and all that. That's saying
I ain't even seen that.
Oh, I seen them. I've seen from movies from Kunta Kinte to Django, all them. Okay, you ain't never seen none of them.
I seen Roots. I seen the Django. Yeah. But I'm tired of them movies. I don't want to see that shit anymore.
I mean,
you only remake the same shit.
Some of them are good. Some of them are good. It depends on the storyline. All right, depends on the storyline. Like I think a Frederick Douglass movie would be real nice. That'd be dope because Frederick Douglass not only fucked his own master up, you know what I'm saying? He was like a Django, you know what I mean? Or a Turner.
Nat Turner. They did Nat Turner.
Or Nat Turner. Yeah.
They did one.
Yeah. Them type of movies, that'd be dope.
It ain't get a lot of pub though.
But I think what we do, we make more so is cries for helps. Like, y'all need to see what y'all did to us and realize it. Maybe we can only put it in a movie entertainment form that'll make you say, oh, damn, that's fucked up. And because it's never, some people have said, oh yeah, we did them wrong. But you have a majority that say, get over it. Make your life to what it is. Try to get over it, basically. That's the saying. That's hard to get over.
And they believe that. They definitely believe that you need.
But you think they
people you making a movie? They're not the ones going to go watch that shit. They don't want to see that shit.
They
not gonna watch that shit.
That made the movies?
No, I'm saying the people that you saying you making films to cry out. People you crying out to, they're not gonna see that shit.
Well, when you start winning Grammys, Emmys, and stuff, they didn't gotta watch it. But the film and the screen rolls and the previews, that's gonna be all in their face, and people are gonna be constantly talking about it. Entertainment news, the shit you like. The news is this, that. When it makes the numbers it's supposed to, or it generates more than what they thought. That's like Black Panther. A lot of them people hated that. They didn't want a black superhero.
Yeah, but then it was another reason why they hated it too, though, because of what it did. Because them movies you talking about, that 12 Years a Slave and all that shit, they like, as long as they making movies like that, they cool. As long as they steady. You know what I'm saying? Bitching about the past and what we did. Cry about that. Black Panther fucked them up because that showed them what black people could be if they get their shit together. They gave a lot of black people a lot of pride in themselves and in their color. They like, oh no, fuck no. We can't have this.
See, Black Panther gave the young generation.
And it ain't say or really get on nothing about no slave other than Michael B. Jordan saying, there's some shit going on. Yeah. We need to go get their ass. That's about most they got into that.
The older, I think them movies like the 12 Slave, that affects an older crowd. When you get to a certain age and you get older and you get more interested in like, oh, what were slave times like? Them movies help kind of paint that picture for you. And a lot of people look for them type of movies because they want to see how were slaves treated? Were they really treated that bad and stuff like that? And
for
it just,
though?
Huh?
I said for what?
I mean, that's how you feel.
I'm just asking. I'm asking.
But that's how you feel.
Why?
Because why do some people go to museums to find out about guns? Because they're interested in it.
They love guns.
So why do people try to find out what happened to slaves? Because they love black people and they want to see how they were done wrong. Or they love their history, so they want to see it. You may not feel that way. But I find that type of stuff interesting. I want to see them movies. I like that. But you know what I'm saying? You can't always throw your opinion on somebody.
I didn't say an opinion. I just said why.
Well, that's why.
You just said
that's why.
You just said people may do that, and I said why?
Because people find it interesting.
Okay, I didn't say an opinion. I just said why.
You can't explain why somebody likes something. You just they like it.
Yeah.
Like
now, my opinion.
Odell Beckham likes getting shit on his chest. You can't explain why he likes it.
Yeah, my opinion.
But he likes it.
Is that shit is irrelevant to anything I got going on and anything I want to go on in the future. Like I want to see a movie about. I want to see a movie about somebody coming up with some type of forward thinking, you know what I'm saying, some type of plan that got little hidden gems in what we need to do to move forward. Like, I would like for somebody to do a movie about Akon and the shit that he, you know, got going on and got, you know what I'm saying, got going. I would like to see a Frederick Douglass movie because Frederick Douglass, you know what I'm saying, he was talking and shit, but Frederick Douglass wasn't, he was about, this is what we need to do to move forward. This is the page we got to get on to move forward. You know what I'm saying? He been a slave. So he like, I don't need to talk about this shit. That shit is irrelevant now. I'm free. This is what we got to do to move forward.
He didn't do that.
His whole life was about trying to get everybody on the same page so we can move and prosper.
No,
that's what him,
most of his
Marcus Garvey,
speeches, he always talked about how he was treated and the reason why he's doing this now. When a person reflects,
and what was he? That's what I'm saying. What was he doing?
But you got to move forward to make change. But you still acknowledge where you came from and what's going on. That you not saying fuck what happened.
I ain't say fuck what. I said his goal was to get everybody on the page on how to move forward. That was his goal. That was his life's work. Trying to get black people to be mentally free.
Nah, bruh.
Man, most black people still mentally tied to some shit that they don't know shit about. You can watch all the movies you want. You can read all the books. You still can't never go back there. You still gonna never know that pain. And knowing it ain't gonna help you move forward, get better, nothing else. You just gonna know. That's all it is. You just gonna know.
No. What's funny about this world is everything moves in cycles. It may not be as extreme as the past, but in some way, form, or fashion, they're still doing it. Okay, it's done in another form now. Okay, but you can still look at that old way and see the mentality of the masters and stuff, and how they got to tricking the slaves and tricking them by their terminologies and the ways they're
tricking them into what?
Well, first of all, when slaves were free, it was still people that's being slaves, and the master basically tricked them and said, "Hey, you work on here, you can stay on my land."
Oh, you mean the sharecropping?
Yeah, it was ways they maneuvered it. Okay, tricking them as in killing the firstborn as he got older to show the younger ones you can't leave here or you'll get murdered. Tricking them as in if you ran, they cut off your toes. That's a form of trickery, like decapitating one to control the masses.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a trick. That's just them telling you how it's gonna be. It wasn't no.
The slaves out. That's not how it could have been. The slaves outnumbered. They take them out for a minute. It shocks him. And then he's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And you back him up and it don't happen. You take him out again. He chokes. And you back him up and it don't happen. All right. And then eventually you try to pull him out and you dragging him because he like, "No, I ain't crossing that motherfucking line again, bro. I already know what's going to happen to me." That's a trick. That's a form of manipulating the mind to thinking you can't go across that boundary, but the dog's not smart enough to know, let me bite this fucking collar off, and then I can go across that motherfucking line. Like, in a way or form, that's what they did to the slaves. Now they have the form of police and the prison system and the judicial system. Okay? They first of all, if you're not a criminal, they just gonna write you petty tickets that you're gonna have to pay, and they hope that keeps you in a bracket that they can control you. Okay, if you do a crime that's equivalent to the same color as you, they're gonna charge you 10 times more for that same fucking crime than they did that other person. That's a form of trickery. It's just done in a different way now. And the way you can, how do coaches go back? How do coaches plan for a game when they're going against another coach? Okay, first of all, they're gonna look back at his history, his tendencies, what he did with players when he didn't have good players, when he didn't. Okay, now he has good players. What good players does he have? He got so-and-so. Let's go back in so-and-so history. What were his tendencies? They literally went all the way back to San Diego State for Kawhi to see what he was doing then at a younger age to see what he's capable of doing now. That's the same thing, bro.
But that was nothing.
I'm not saying it was he did something, but what I'm saying is you do that to see your competition or to see what you're up against. Because, bro,
but going back that far, we're not dealing with the same human beings. We're not dealing with the same people.
How are we not? Bro, they got
them people are dead. You can say that they think like them or they want to be like them, but they're not them. It's just like anything. You know what I'm saying? When you reproduce something, it's not the same as the original. It's not going to think the same. It's not going to plan the same.
They plan it.
You can try to instill your values and stuff on whatever it is, but it's not the same.
If
looking at the tape
you
of
don't
somebody,
you don't go back looking to duplicate exactly what they're doing. Okay, you go back to see their tendencies. All right, you go back to see how it's like. All right, like the metaphor I just gave you. Okay, so
but you're not looking at their tendencies. You're looking at a totally different person's tendencies.
No, it's not just a different person. It's
you go back and look at any of that stuff from back then. All those people are dead. Those children of those people are dead.
But that doesn't mean nothing, bro. You
can't look at them and then try to point out and say, okay, the people that's here today, these are your tendencies. Or let me watch this because that might be your tendency from something.
Bro, like I just said, everything comes full circle, bro. Everything has a tendency to repeat, okay? And the reason for that is, as human beings, we value research and old knowledge, okay? We value it to the point where we were listening to Nostradamus' sayings from hellas ago, his predictions. That's just the human mind. You go back and that's why we have an alphabet. That's why we have math. It's because those were from past people who created them, okay? Just because they lived in a different era doesn't mean we don't use the shit they use.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Everything is not usable.
Yes, it is.
It's not,
bro. The
Notre Dame is a lot of that shit he predicted.
What's his last name?
What's some bullshit?
Lynch. What's his last name? Lynch. They still
Willie Lynch.
Willie Lynch. They still use his philosophies to this day. It was the slave control book. They just use it in another form. I just told you, the new form of slavery is the prison system. They just use it in a different way. It's still the same book, same everything. The Bible. We still read the Bible and use it in our own way. And those was written from hellas ago, past slavery. So why don't we use old information? They do it all the time. You use it all the time. Bruh, you probably use old information all the time and don't even know it.
And I do use old information. Information that's going to be beneficial to me. I don't see the benefit, is what I'm saying.
You don't see the benefit because you ain't white. You ain't white. And as a black person, you should see the benefit because you can know.
Wait, what are we talking about? We started out talking about looking at how they were treated and they suffering. I don't see a benefit in it. Now, if you want to talk if you want to talk about the mindset and the plan for how it was implemented, so that's different.
That's not different.
Looking at the problem.
That's what I just said.
You said they suffering is irrelevant. I don't give a fuck about that. Bruh. Now, how they made them suffer, like the plan, like Willie Lynch reading that makes sense. But looking at old slave testimonies, like this how we got done. We were out there day after day doing it. That shit is irrelevant.
Oh no. That's not irrelevant.
That's irrelevant.
That's not irrelevant. Because if as a young generation, if you seen that from an older black man, how would that make you feel?
Seen what?
A grown ass man, strong, everything, telling you how he get in control. How would that make you feel?
If a grown man was telling me how he was getting controlled,
they beat me, they slaved me, I tried to run. How would you feel?
I'm gonna listen to the details, and I'm gonna make sure the shit don't happen to me.
Exactly. That's what it's supposed to do. That's why they descript it. That's why they put it out there. Y'all, this is what happened to them. Don't let it happen again. That's the reason. That's why they show it. You understand that now, so you don't want to see it no more. That's cool. But there's some people that don't understand that. Like, I don't want to be in that position. It's some people that's oblivious to any of this shit.
Yeah, like a lot of the people that's doing shit now, like this younger generation, they don't have the same, like the whole slavery narrative and stuff was never put into them the way it was put into us. But that's why they moving, because they be like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, we're progressing.
That's not true,
we're not harping on that shit. They reference it. They reference it, but that's all you gonna get is a reference. That's as much as you gonna get.
Right. That's all you need. What else are you looking for besides a reference to what it is?
It's people that use that. It's people that literally use that, and it's not a small amount either. It's a large amount of people that use that and blame everything that goes on with them in their life. The reason why they're not progressing or moving, they blaming it on that shit. Like, oh, well, it's because of this, it's because of that. And these young cats is like, it doesn't matter. We finna fix it now.
But it is. Those aren't the changers. Those are the observers that's saying, hey, this is why I'm like that. It is. That's the reason. That doesn't mean that just because they know how it is, that's going to motivate them to change. That's something you have to have in you. You have to be a difference maker to get out and make change in your life. Bro, it's some people, for instance, because it's not just black people. It's white people that got it made, but don't want to go out and get it made. Okay? So that's human nature. There's go-getters and there's people that bullshit. Like that's just how it is. But they're not wrong when they say that's why I can't do nothing. They're not wrong about that. But they're wrong. No, they're not wrong. That's why they can't.
The moment you go with that line of thinking and say, "Oh, it's because of blah blah blah," you still the same fucking slave.
No.
You a slave to the mentality.
You're saying a person can say that's why I'm in this situation and not do nothing, but that doesn't mean he can't change and go get it. Okay, that doesn't mean that. But he's not
We're
wrong.
Not talking about somebody that's going to get it. We talking about somebody that's not doing anything, and they're using it and say, well, the reason I can't go do nothing, or I'm not going to do nothing, or things haven't been better for me is because of that. Soon as you go with that as your reason why you're not moving anywhere, you still the same. You just a mental slave now. You ain't a physical slave. You still a mental slave to the shit. Some shit that didn't even happen to you.
That doesn't.
Bro, these people literally be using that
just cause
as
something,
if it's going on, as if they back on the plantation now.
But just because something physically doesn't happen to you doesn't mean it's not affecting you to this day. We just
it's affecting them. I just said they're a mental slave. They're a mental slave to the shit.
Some people, when something is infecting you or blocking you so much, it's hard to say fuck that, and I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. Because we got some
too many people that feel like that, and that's why we ain't moving nowhere. That's why we've been in the same spot, stagnant for
I don't think that's the case.
Long ass time.
I don't think that's the case. I think it's more so you got people that's doing good for themselves, and they're not helping change the mentality of the people that's not willing to get out and do for yourself, because they're so quick to write somebody off. If I was sitting here with a brother that had the mind state of I can't do shit, bro, I will work my hardest to explain why he can do shit and why he needs to do shit. I'm not gonna say, well, hey, you don't even want to get on it. That the problem is we don't have teachers. We just have people that say, oh, you ain't on shit, so I ain't gonna fuck with you. That's the problem.
You can only give so many people.
No. I'm not saying give them money. I'm not saying
your time is valuable. That time that you're wasting is somebody that's mentally not trying to go anywhere, it's plenty of people that do want to go somewhere that wish they could have that teaching.
And you can help all of them.
No, hell no, you can't help everybody.
Yes, you can.
It's impossible to help everybody.
It's not. You're talking about a physical help.
I'm talking about period.
No. You're talking about a physical help. You can put your knowledge out there, and the ones who choose to receive it will receive it. Okay? All right? But what I'm saying is if you cross paths with somebody that doesn't want to see it, I mean, everybody don't have to see it your way. But if they see it as they have this down on them and they bad because this happened and this happened, all you got to do with some people is just show them one way to where, bro, you can do this. And a lot of people will take it and run with it. It's not hard, but it's just that so many people write it off because that saying is you can't help everybody. That's not true, because
you can't help people that don't want to help themselves.
A director literally helped a whole generation. We just talked about that. Wakanda Forever. He literally helped a whole generation by putting out a movie that was Black excellence, okay? And he helped a whole generation.
Which is what we need more of, which is why I like, you know what I'm saying, Ryan Cook, because he don't get caught up in that bullshit that you was talking about. He like, look, that's the what the fuck we need to be getting to. It's enough motherfuckers trying to dwell. Back then, we want shit. Like we need.
I haven't heard that statement from him.
No,
bro.
I'm not. I didn't say this. I didn't say he said that. I said if you look at what he produces, what he writes, and what he gets.
No,
behind,
he's trying to show you
he's about moving forward.
But just because somebody makes a image of moving forward, don't mean you can put the narrative. They don't give a fuck of what happened. That's what you said. You said fuck.
No, I said I said his focus. All his focus.
How do you know that's his focus?
Because that's what he does. Drew, you're day in and day out. What does he do? He directs and he produces. If he spends all his time focusing on the future, I'm going to assume that's what he's worried about.
That's a bad assumption.
How? If you spend every day worried about this.
Because in order to get to the future, you got to dine on the past.
You cannot dine on the past. You got to know about the past. You cannot dine on it.
But you're saying that just because he's making future things. No, that's called the movie business. You can't make stuff about stuff that already happened. You got to stay innovative to keep your job.
They constantly keep doing that. And people constantly be like, oh, I want to see that. I want to see the same slave narrative from another perspective. And another perspective.
That's different.
And another perspective.
That's different directors, man. That's just different directors that do that. But just because somebody's looking for it, he's just one of the guys is going to be ahead of his time. He's not trying to make old stuff. He's trying to make stuff that's going to generate for the future.
That's what we all need to be worried about. Making sure that's going to generate for the future. Like, how fucking long can we, like, hold on, before we worry about the future, let's get on this past shit. You got too many people that's worried about an apology they ain't never getting.
Man.
You want an apology and recognition you never going to get. How many years somebody got to tell you that I'm not apologizing?
But that's not what people are asking for. Do you know the fight right now? What is it for?
Change legislation.
It's for police reform and change in the judicial system. All right, police reform, the judicial system, equality as far as how we get treated in the country. Nobody is complaining about apology or reparations besides the extreme black folk. So I don't know that narrative you're talking about. You're talking about something that was in the past, where people fresh out of slavery. Man, you apologize to me for whooping me and cutting off my toes. That I understand that, but right now I don't hear nobody asking for no apology.
People just all jumped on the same page with that. Cause it's been groups that's been trying to push that for the longest, and everybody was not jumping on it.
Well, that's because
it's never been this. You have a group that'll be like, look, this is what we need to focus on. We got to focus on changing this and that. You got people that be like, man, fuck politics. This shit all corrupt. I ain't worried about that. Blah 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 blah. Then you got the ones that's gonna say we need to do it by force. Them the extremists. Then you got the ones that's gonna say, man, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That's the opposite of the extremists. And then you got the ones that be like, man, before we can worry about that, they just need to recognize and acknowledge what they did. But people have finally moved past
Who is that?
Let's recognize.
I haven't heard that narrative in a long time, bro.
Exactly. I just said everybody's on the same page with let's make change. For the longest time, all them protests this has been going on for this and this time. Other than, like I said, these last few years, all the other years, you know what I'm saying? All the so-called quote-unquote famous.
You stuck on the past. That's what it sounds like.
I'm not stuck. Like I said,
that's what it sounds like. You're still mad at people how they used to be.
I'm not mad at all.
Well, I'm just saying, you're still criticizing people how they used to be.
No, like I said, I appreciate what's going on now. What did I tell you? We talked about this other day. What did I say? I said, when it happens, I said, if for whatever reason it doesn't happen, I want to see where everybody's head is going to go. Because a lot of people got all their hopes pinned on. A lot of souls going to be crushed if Joe Biden don't win or he don't follow through on what he's saying. And I want to see if that happens, where is everybody, you know what I'm saying, where their head going to be. And how much fight going to be left. Because like I keep saying, I think he's the wrong guy.
Who?
Joe Biden. But to a lot of people, it's not about if he's the right or wrong guy. It's just that he's a different guy than what they don't like. But again, be careful what you wish for, man. A lot of people always like, can't get no worse than Trump. Okay. Most of these problems that y'all complain about, you know, this man Biden. And like I said, I dislike Trump, but this dude Biden, man, his name is on a ton of the shit that black people are complaining about. He helped put a lot of this shit in place.
Well, I think
just like Bill Clinton, who was also celebrated among black people for some reason.
I think Biden, that's because he got some head in the office.
They be like, oh, Bill smoked weed to get head. You know, good time.
That's the only reason. Black people are blinded by a lot of things that are like them. Like I said, we factuated with, like if Joe Biden was to smack a girl on the ass and be like, make it clap. People be like, yo, we vote for Biden, bro.
They be like, cancel his ass.
It gotta be a white girl.
They be like, cancel.
It gotta be a white girl. He'd be like, hey, yo, she dropped it like it's hot. Somebody did that. Everybody be like, bro, we vote for Biden, bro.
Man,
all these little niggas.
Me too ass gonna be out there.
Let Biden be in one of NBA YoungBoy's videos or something, or the next Cardi B video. His voting, his poll, they gonna go up. I'm telling you, Biden sitting in the back while Cardi B twerking on the Oval Office desk.
Man, I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen. Like I said, a lot of shit we complaining about. This dude's name is all over it.
What? He's over the one in the police. The crime.
86, 88, 92. All the shit that we complain of. The mass incarceration. His name right on there with everybody else.
I'm willing to give people a chance. Because, like, if I was the Mexicans, I have a good reason not to like Trump. You know what I mean?
They don't.
But you get what I'm saying? We got a good reason not to like Biden. They got a good reason not to like Trump.
That's why Biden don't win. People hate Trump more.
I'm not talking about us. Black people, we got a little reason to not like Trump, but Mexicans really have.
Don't say that. People gonna be all on your ass.
I'm just saying we do.
If you don't fully hate Trump with a blind passion,
I don't give a fuck what other people feel about me though. All right, so if there's a little because before Trump got in office, he wasn't a bad guy.
Not to nobody.
Everybody favorite show used to be what?
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice, bro. Everybody used to watch The Apprentice and
you gonna have a lot of people that's revisionist and they like to have 2020. They'll be like, I hated Trump. I remember what he said about Central Park 5.
Nah, bro. Nah, they didn't know. They didn't know about that until
the movie came out.
It came. But when The Apprentice first came out, bro, it was one of the top shows on TV, and everybody used to talk about on social media, man, Donald Trump, that's the dude. He just be firing cats. Oh, you hear how you fired old girl from TLC? You know what I'm saying? That was the thing. And Trump was loved. He was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was kicking with him.
Yeah,
as soon as he became president, it was one or the other. You can't like a Republican. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was.
Trump always been the same guy.
Even while he was in office, he gave you a couple of reasons not to like him. All right? When these situations happen, he don't show light on it. Especially when it happens to a black kid. But when the white, like the autistic kid that got shot, it was a trap. He instantly made a statement about it. Okay? But when George Floyd, he pushed it to the side for weeks until he finally made a comment about it. You know what I mean? And that be the issue with him. But I feel as if black people have more of a reason to hate Biden from past legislations than to hate Trump. Because Biden's always been a politician. That's the problem. That's been his name to fame as politician. Okay? So that's why he has
You know what I'm afraid of? That if some of this stuff get changed, that people are going to praise Biden for getting rid of shit that he had put in place.
What's wrong with that, though?
You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean,
what?
I guess, man. It's like if I punch you in the face, you know what I'm saying?
And give me an ice pack?
Yeah, and I give you a fucking ice pack. Like,
hey, bro, did you apologize for it?
Or I shoot you.
Did you apologize for it?
And I help you bandage it up.
Did you apologize for it? Did you say sorry, my bad, and I'm changing?
I ain't heard him talk about it.
But
people bring it up, but nobody actually
this
brings
what
it
I'm
up to
saying.
his
This is
face.
what I'm saying. When apology is something like changing, so you can give that dramatic. What's the word I'm looking for? An example. You can give that dramatic example, but it's not kind of like the same. Shooting somebody is a wound. Okay, the crime. Yeah, you put a lot of people in jail, but what we're asking for now is to change that legislation. Are you changing it? You changed it. You helping out our future.
But do you give somebody credit for changing something that they did? Or
no, you're not giving them credit.
That's what I said.
He's making an amendment.
They gonna act like he got in there and did so. If he changes this stuff, he gonna act like he did so much.
But that's a
really
good thing.
All he did is just
Trump's not even looking at it.
Trump didn't do it. That's what I'm saying.
It don't matter who did it. If you're the president and we're asking for stuff to change and you're not doing it, that means you're not for us. So if he gets in there and says, "Yeah, I made a mistake and I'm changing this," or "Yeah, I made a mistake. I have people in my pocket, so I'm changing it." Well, I don't curse. I don't damn him for that. I say, okay, you changed it. That's why we got you in there. Correct your mistakes. Like, that's what we want. We don't want nobody to just be in there not acknowledging nothing because he didn't put it in place. Oh, I'm not the one who made this bill. But damn, Trump, you know it's there.
Right now, Biden in the negatives to me. If he change it and reverse it, he'll break even. He ain't in the positives for me.
But he got to get in there for him to break even. I'm not trying to make him the greatest man in the world.
Saying, I think people are going to put him in that positive category.
I don't think so, because they're going to say the same thing you just said. Bro, you made the law. So all you did was reverse what you did.
A lot of people that jump on his side don't even know.
No, they know. They know. That picture of Biden with the KKK leader, that's been surfacing since Obama was president. When Obama was running for office, they was like, "This is who you want as your vice president, the one who did this." Yeah, he with a black dude, but he the one who put you. Bro, this narrative has been going on for a long time, and he just don't talk about it. Well, if he got in there and changed something, bro, I'd be like, shit, that's what's up. You know what I mean? That's what's up. You correct something you did wrong. All right, that's good. Now you in okay standards with me, but now what are you finna do? What about police reform? What about, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when you start asking for more. You know what I mean? And shit.
So then what? Okay, so what if he reversed them three things, and that's what he does his whole 4 years?
4 years?
He say, "I'll spend my time doing this. Vote me back in, then we'll work on police reform."
No.
Are you gonna trust it and vote him back in?
No, we see who the next candidate is. You done your job. All right. Now let's see the next gooder of the two evils is. Let's see who next finna come up. And if it's a better candidate that's already for it.
You don't think if he changed the people that's gonna vote for him, like, man, hey, he really did some stuff. And
not if there's a better candidate up, because it's still gonna be the you don't know now, because another good candidate can show up in the next 1 or 2 years. You know what I mean? To where
I'm saying normally it'd be like a little buzz. You know what I'm saying?
it wasn't no buzz for Obama when he came out of nowhere, bro. They was just like, here's this. All I heard was a year before there was this good congressman out of Illinois that setting fire to speeches and everything. He might run for presidency.
About 2.5 years before his name came up, about 1.5 years before it started picking up a lot of steam, and that last year to 8 months.
That's what I'm saying.
He was the guy.
You need a good 3 years. Like right now during this election run, you might be signing good bills. You might be like, hey, nah, let's do this. Let's do that. Good bills. And you might be 30, 38, 39. 3 years later, you in your 40s now. Oh, I'm eligible to run for president. You know what I mean? So, you never know what might change.
Hey, I don't understand that either. Why you got to be a certain age? That was always weird to me.
I never knew. Cause wait a minute, how old is Kanye? 40?
He probably 40 something.
Cause that's the only way he could run.
Him and Jay is up there.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Kanye might become a good candidate. He might be able to run. All right, well, I got a little question of the day, bro.
Go ahead.
Question is, does sex on the first night make you a hoe? Does sex on the first night make you a hoe? Hold that thought. We'll be right back. We're going to get into Zam 2 Turnt hood music. Nah, I want to play my other Zam song. Where is it at? Oh, damn, I don't have it queued up. All right. Where's that love? All right. Let's Zam 2 Turnt hood music. Let's just get into that one. Get into that one.
Yeah. I grew up in the hood, killers right down the street. Niggas don't shoot ball, niggas don't shoot heat. Still running from the laws, aka the police. Tell them bitches from my dogs, put my niggas back on the streets. We ain't worried about no beef, cause the pussy niggas weak. Leave a nigga in the street, if that's how it's gotta be. I ain't worried about no sleep, cause little bitch I'm up. I'm really finna run it up, cause the little shit ain't enough. I remember I was down bad, them niggas ain't give a fuck. Niggas left me on stuck, ain't nobody hit me up. Now my shit ringing off the hook, nigga, I don't even pick it up. Unless the shit about some bucks, if it ain't, then I'm hanging up. Niggas out on the corner, real early in the morning. Watching out for the lost, they'll come through without no warning. Some niggas got white, some got marijuana. Some niggas sell grams, some niggas grow the shit like farmers. I don't remember no sunshine, I remember it storming. All the niggas see this rain, all the niggas felt this pain. Niggas say they 100, but really these niggas lose change. And these bitches are the same, so I expect them to change. Nigga, I ain't tripping off shit, I just charge shit to the game. I ain't tripping off what I lost, I'm thinking about what I'ma gain. This nigga say he a boss, but really nigga you a lame. I ain't tripping off what it costs, cause I got some money in the bank, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. They saying.
All right, we back live. Yeah. Now we talking about networks now. Okay, I'm sorry. We gonna get into the question in a minute. But, bruh, how can you not understand that though? If Charlemagne says the thing says I'm worth $10 million, and I don't know how the hell they came up with that number.
Because they looking at if you liquidate everything that you have that's worth something, and then you pay off your
understand
debts.
What you're saying.
Yeah, he's saying that he don't have 10 million. Yeah, he might not have 10 in the bank.
No. He's saying, bro. He said, bro, my house ain't even worth $1 million. How do I have $10 million in assets?
Houses, cars. If he sell his shares of the Breakfast Club, also his shares in other business ventures, partnerships, things like that, and then you put that against what he may owe, they saying he'll probably come out around $10 million. But again, it's probably a lot of shit that he don't want to sell. Like I said, I'm talking about liquidating everything, which means you have nothing.
I don't believe everything I see on the internet, man.
It's like if you,
I'm not a Google boy.
I'm saying
I'm not a Google boy, bro.
If you have, let's say you have,
I'm gonna tell the internet I'm worth $2 million.
Let's say you
I'll
got
put that on my Wikipedia
let's say you
page.
got $50,000 in the bank. Your house, if you sell it, you a profit.
So you think these people know every dollar they got in the bank?
Another 50. No, not in the bank. That's why it's estimated. It could be higher.
How can you? That's what I'm saying, bro.
It could be higher.
But you can't You can't
because you got to report your. You know what I'm saying? Look at you reporting your earnings, shit like that. They look at that shit year over year.
Bruh, you don't have to report your earnings.
You supposed to. This is going off shit that they turned.
Trump don't even report.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You supposed to.
Oh my God, I that's why I don't believe all them things. It's just some people saying, some people in the room
they estimate
saying
based off what you're declaring is what it is. What you're declaring you have. That's how they go. With
we got on this because they said Kanye is worth more than Jay-Z. Which I could believe, but I doubt it though, because Jay-Z has more businesses that's continuing. But the thing about it is, Kanye has a clothing line that's taking. Well, that
it done took off.
It took off, but it's not like it's not like the high, like sought out. It's Kanye, so it's there. Nah, man, the shoes, you're talking about Yeezys. That's not clothing. I'm talking about the cut up shit. That's not something that say, hey, bruh, I'm buying a new Yeezy shirt that's cut up with. No, it's more so celebrities saying, hey, man, let me rock this new Kanye, because if I know I take a picture in it, Kanye gonna fuck with it, and his crazy ass ain't gonna come at me. Like that's what that should be. But I don't think his clothing line, because I be seeing his clothing line at what's the name? At not City Girl. Yeah, City Girl. Or knockoffs. I don't know what it'd be, but it be saying that Kanye shit on it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. City Girl ain't high fashion. I'm just saying it ain't. It's not, right? It's not. It's not. But question of the day: does sex on the first night make you a hoe? What you think?
Dude, you asked me, does it make the woman a hoe?
Man or woman? There are both. Like, stop being sexist, man. Both.
I don't know nobody that's gonna say, oh man, that dude acting like a hoe. He had sex on the first night.
I know some women that'll say you a hoe.
Well, yeah, it may be a couple women.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of women that say you a hoe because you fucked her on the first night. You a hoe.
How long did you know this person, like, prior to?
It don't matter. Sex on the first night. First night.
That's what I'm
saying. First night.
How long do you know?
The first night. The first night you
meeting them.
Oh, so
y'all dating, because people know each other.
No. You met this girl.
Okay.
And you said
so somebody knew then.
This girl and you said, would you like to go out Friday?
Okay, well, yeah,
would you like to go out Friday? She
knew.
said, yeah. And you say, yeah. And then y'all have a good time, and then it boom, boom, and y'all end up in the bed. Fucking. First night. First date. Does that make you a hoe?
Ish. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
I don't think it makes you. I think to me personally, if it's me, I gotta see. That's gonna send up a little flag. Just a tiny flag.
No flag for me, bro.
I'm gonna wait and kind of see, like, from there what are things.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why there's no flag for me though, because I know how manipulative I am. I know
I agree. You are manipulative.
I know how I can talk my way into things. Okay, so if I know how I am, that's not gonna be a knock on you.
I know what you're talking about. our own personal side.
Not just ourselves. I'm just saying, men are manipulative. Men are manipulative. Some women are too. Okay, they gonna get what they want. Okay, all right. Now the stronger personality is probably gonna get more of what they want. Like, all right, for instance, on the first date, a woman's goal may to get a free meal. A free meal.
That is a lot of women's goal.
Yeah,
they be like, man, I ain't got no money. I'm hungry.
Yeah. So
hey, let me call this. Hey,
you trying to go
what's
out?
Up? You still trying to go?
They
out?
trying to get a free meal, some free entertainment, all right, and just a good time. That's some of their goal. That man's goal is I'm trying to get some pussy. Flat out, I'm trying to get some pussy. I'm not really trying to make a friend or no. I'm trying to see what this bitch talking about. Okay. So, all right. So if he's trying to see what she's talking about, now I'm still not putting a flag on you because you gave it up. Because I feel it's like, how do I know I want something if I never had it? So if it don't happen on the first night, but I think like the date just. It went awesome, like it was chill, boom, boom, and I really wasn't thinking about sex. You can have them times, but if it came down to it, and it came to if it turned into a what's the word I'm looking for, a romantic situation between you and a girl, and then it didn't happen. Then I'm like, damn, she fucking up all the vibes right now. You know what I mean? And this might not be somebody I want to fuck with because this vibe that's happening right now
what if it's
can't be explained.
What if it's one of them situations where y'all go out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good little time, then y'all go back to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had such a good time. You like, you know what? We done went and did, you know, what we want to do, but it's still kind of early. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really in the mood like you go to no club. And like you said, you ain't really no club guy no more. So it's like, I'm really ain't trying to go to the club. She like, yeah, that's cool. Then y'all go, you know what I'm saying, go to your house or even her house. Y'all watch some movies or some, you know, something like that. And then she like, you know, then y'all kind of start to fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? But then you wake up. And then she like, man, I'm finna go get in the bed. Then she walk to the bed. And she like, I mean, you can come on in if you want to, and then y'all go in there, you lay down, then, you know, you kind of fall asleep for a minute, but then, you know, you get that
urge to fuck.
That little 2 o'clock in the morning, little itch, and then it go down. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that situation? Like, that cool? Is it one of the things just happen in the flow?
Yeah, she not a hoe. You not a hoe, cause like I said, if I'ma know I want it by me trying it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I ain't buying no food without a sample.
Sample.
So that what's that place that used to be like in the mills and shit, the little sandwich place? That was your shit, wasn't it? Where they give you the little toothpick with the sandwich on there?
Nah, cause I don't know them. I don't know how long they was standing out there.
The chicken Philly and all that.
Not a Panda Express. They used to hand out the orange chicken. Yeah, that was my spot. Like, yeah.
What was that place? It was a place they used to have. I think like.
You talking about Robin Hood?
No. Chicken Philly or California. Something. It was like California something. They had a sandwich like California something.
But yeah, I gotta sample it, bruh. I got to, especially if you. All right, let me tell you how dumb you'll feel. All right, you with a girl, you like, man, I ain't gonna try to put her out like that to where I'm gonna try to hit already or anything like that. And y'all talking, and as far as y'all go as a kiss for months. It may be some titty, it may be some titty rubbing, right? And it may be some dry hump, but you like, nah, I ain't gonna make you have sex if you ain't ready to. All right. And then 3 months later, 4 months, 5 months later, after talking and going to sleep with the phone on your ear and all this other shit.
What?
Going to sleep like, you there? All that lovey-dovey shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then finally, the the night you've been waiting for. She like, I'm ready to, you know what I mean? And you like, yeah, we finally finna fuck, right? And then you get her in the room, and then she pulled out her pants, and one is smell.
Oh, hell no.
Wait. Two, you say, fuck that. I've been feeling this girl for hellas. Like, we can talk about the smell. All right? And you start smashing. But then when you start smashing, it's dry as hell. All right, wait. 2, that 3, you like, fuck it. I'm going to spit on it, get it wet. Because I can deal with this. I think I really like this girl. All right? 3, then you start doing that. And then, bruh, she cannot fuck. Like it's like,
ooh, you make a mess.
It's like she sideways and you trying to hit up and down, and then she start going in circles because you want to. Now you like, let me catch up with you. You trying to go sideways now. You like, what the fuck? Slow down. You know what I mean? You just throwing off your whole vibe and your dick go limp. Like, oh man, yo.
Then it turned into your fault. But you can't stay hard.
Yeah. Yeah, and then now you like, man, I done invested 5 months in this shit, and this ain't nothing I like. So what you do now? Should have had somebody that was giving out samples. That's the bottom line.
Or I mean, for 5 months, it must mean that she had like a really great, I guess, personality. I must have vibed or something.
Not necessarily. She can just be bad as hell, and you like the conversation cool, but bro, when I look at her, bro, you know what I mean? It's just some niggas like that, bro. So I would never say you was a hoe because you gave it a first night, because unless all right, the only way you could be considered a hoe giving it up on the first night is if in that week you smashed 20 dudes.
20?
Yes. Shit. Like or
that
just,
number's
just
really high.
Just a multiple amount of dudes. So like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you smash your Monday date, Tuesday date, and your Wednesday date.
What about Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday?
You a hoe. Now the only way I would see it is if you was dating a guy, or you met a guy, you had sex with him, and then you try to see if this might work. You get what I'm saying? Like, try to see if this work, and you ain't, like, as soon as you have sex with him, you say, okay, now what? I understand we had sex. Now, is this something, or are we just still dating? Like, make that clear. You know what I mean? Because if you don't make that clear, then you like, you just in a limbo. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, now he probably out smashing different girls too, and now y'all don't know what y'all giving each other. So I would say, after that sexual experience y'all two have, even if it's on the first night, I would say, is this just gonna be something that we just fucking, or are we trying to get inclusive with each other, or exclusive with each other, or, you know what I mean? Just solidify something. And if the dude say, nah, we're not exclusive, that was just cool, he probably not for you. If the girl say, nah, we not exclusive, we just, she probably not for you. You know what I mean? Or if that's not your intentions, then you might be a hoe. You know what I mean? Like, the dude could be a hoe in this situation too. If he's smashing a different girl every night, he a hoe. It's just bottom line, you a hoe. Like, if she's smashing different dudes every night, she a hoe. But I do not think the first time on the first date that classifies you a hoe. Just depends on how many dates you go on in that week and have sex. Yeah, 20 dudes is a lot.
Yeah.
20 dudes is a lot. Now, remember that post I put up? It said an average girl has sex with 1,000 men before they get married.
That thing wore out.
1,000 men. No, they got vinegar.
Everybody ain't hip to that.
Nah, but yeah, man, I don't think that makes you a hoe because you have sex on the first night. I just think that makes you willing to sample, seeing if that's what you really want.
Hey, some women got a sample too.
Yeah, because that could be a deal breaker. Like you
you
can like a dude for a long time, be like, but then when y'all finally get to the nitty gritty, he pull out and can't put it in because your cheeks too big, or he lasts 30 seconds in and out.
like my boy out the wood.
No, what's even worse is
Don't be admitted.
You see American Pie?
Yes.
Where she just touched him and he was like oh. It was all on the internet and shit.
Oh man,
that's fucked up. But yeah, man, that movie actually kind of made me mad in American Pie because he didn't smash on girl.
Yeah,
I was like, right. Yeah, I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Hey, that was a good little movie, little trilogy thing they had going on. They had a lot of good chemistry in there.
Oh yeah,
definitely a fun little summertime.
That little
movie.
redhead chick used to be my girl, bro.
The one he ended up marrying.
She used to be
this one time at band camp.
Oh my god, bro, she was down for anything.
She had all the band camp stories,
bro.
She stuck that flute up his ass. In one of them movies.
That was the one at band camp. Yeah,
oh shit!
Hey, she was on it, bro.
She's like, now relax. This is gonna feel kind of weird.
Hell nah.
I might fuck around and go watch that. That was my shit.
Yeah.
Let's make a pact right now.
From one to the end, that was my shit, bro.
Yeah, make a pact.
Motherfucking
Stifler ass.
Stifler was, bro, something was wrong with no, that was Stifler and Road Trip. You remember Road Trip where he fell in love with the nurse sticking his they had to get they had to sell their sperm to make it to the college before that dude's girlfriend got that videotape of him breaking up with her. You ever never see Road Trip?
No, I ain't watched
bro,
that.
You need to watch Road Trip. All right, but Stifler plays in that shit, and he goes to a sperm bank, and he fall in love with the people sticking, touching his start with a P, your prostate, pressing on your prostate and causing a automatic ejaculation, orgasm or whatever, and the lady was like. He was like, man, I can't bust a nut. She was like, don't worry, come back here. And she put the glove on and stuck her finger up him and made him bust. And he was like, oh. Bro, the whole movie, he was trying to get people to do that shit. Yeah, watch that shit, Road Trip. That shit hella funny.
Oh shit.
But yeah, man, I definitely just on the topic. Yeah, I don't think it makes you a hoe. You might have some hoe tendencies. It depends on what you make out of that situation. That's what matters. Do you stay and try to make something work with that booty you just gave up, or you just move on to the next dude with no feelings? You know what I mean? Because sex, I mean, not to devalue sex, because sex is an important. It's an important aspect, right? In life and a relationship. So it's an important thing. So not to devalue it, but in order to get when I buy some jewelry, I have the seller put it on a tester to make sure it's real. You know what I mean? You got to. You got to make sure it's legit. You know what I mean? So yeah, you definitely test the waters, man. There's nothing wrong with testing the waters. It's just how many times you dip your foot in it. Does it get soaked? I'm loving these analogies. But I would never teach that to kids, having sex on the first night.
He said all that to say this.
Yeah, I would never tell that to a kid. But Yeah, I would never tell that to a kid or to a teenager. Like, I'd be like, wait, see if you like the person first before you give up your goodies. You want to wait.
You don't like you to say goodies.
Or yeah, to my kid, I'll be like, before you give up your present, your gift, you gotta raise them right, man. You got to. You don't want no grandbabies before you 40. Yeah. All right. So, what we finna move on to next?
That was your only question for today?
Yeah, that was the only question I put on there.
Did anybody comment on it?
Yeah, I had some comments. Let's go there. Well, all right. I got more people sharing it than commenting. Oh, well. Whoa, they all just popped up. Okay. Or I can't pronounce her name. Ororo said nope. That's a girl. Alan said, my partner Doug, he said absolutely not. Sex on the first night of a situation that isn't amazing does though. Not really. But I'm sure you get what I'm saying. He's basically saying sex on the first night is some bullshit sex. Yes. It's wrong. Tyra put a frown on her like T said yep, but everyone grows, so oh well. Say yep, but everyone grows, so oh well. Ike said nah, you just looking out for your future. Facts. J. Cole said no, it doesn't make you that. Now, if you have multiple first dates that night, that's what I was saying. Yes, you get it, bruh. You get it, J. Cole.
Yeah, like a lunch date, then a dinner date.
my cousin say, Adrian said, not necessarily. If it's a habit of a person and they out here going on many first dates, I'll say hell yeah, hoe ass, but otherwise no. Yeah. I agree.
Be coming out the woodwork, man.
She deleted it. She said, "Why can't a woman?" I should have screenshot it, Tiffany, because it went away. Or did she delete it? Or what happened to it? Maybe she was rephrasing it. Okay. She said, "What's wrong with women being on the same thing that some men be on? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but the double standards, personally, I wouldn't do it." It's nothing wrong with it. That's why I say if a man have multiple first dates, he is a hoe. Like, you are a hoe. Like, but the problem I think women have with that is that men accept their wholeness better than women do.
And they don't care if you call them out on it.
Yeah. Like, men don't give a fuck if you call them a hoe. They be like, yeah, how you know how many bitches I fuck? You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry for the B word. How many women I hit? You know what I mean? So men don't care, but women, when you start calling, I ain't no hoe. I ain't no hoe. It's some men that they own that title. They be like, yeah, I'm the hoest of the hoes. I guess the hoes and I hose the hoes.
Hey, man, they got a whole slut walk.
Bruh, I'm telling you. Amber Rose, she's the leader of the sluts. Yeah, man. But yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't think it makes you a hoe, man. It's okay to if you really like someone on that date, it's okay to see if you really, really like it. It's nothing wrong with it. Because it might lead you to something you want for the rest of your life. Yeah, but that's all the comments I got. Yeah, that was about it. But we only got, what time is it? We got 6 minutes. All right, so let's sign it off with some final notes. Ooh, you got any final notes, Reggie?
Not too much. I just want everybody, man, get out there, vote, research your candidates. This one gonna be big for us. I think we're gonna have definitely some major events happening. And the way 2020 is going to start, I think it's going to end with just as big of a bang. So I'm just praying we all get through it with nothing too ridiculous happening. What about you? You got anything?
Tiffany said there's some women that be like, oh, well. Yeah,
also, the chick named Courtney, I can't think of the last name, but the lady that writes The Power, you know, a lot of people feel like I don't give enough flowers to women and things they do. Hey, that woman is a fantastic screenwriter. Like, you got a lot of these women that be like, oh, they need to give us a chance, yada, yada, and they just kind of take other, you know, people's ideas, other men's ideas, and just try to basically make a woman version of it. Like, this woman is extremely creative. Like, she is truly, truly talented. She got a really good mix and flow of accentuating masculinity, but also like a woman's strength. Every now and then you see her kind of get into a little slight feminism. But for the most part, man, she just fantastic, you know. And I really want to give her a shout out 'cause she's good.
All right, I got a couple final notes. I'm gonna start my first final note off by saying, I apologize to my wife from the last episode. No, for real. Because I think I read some stuff on my phone, and it wasn't the best way to articulate my issues. And, I apologize for that. All right. Since I did it publicly, I can apologize publicly.
That's
okay.
Good.
All right. Now, my other note is men and women. Check on, it doesn't have to be your partner, the person you're in a relationship with. Just check on each other, okay? Because depression is real. Mental health is real.
Suicide is real.
And a lot of people fake like they're okay. All right? And really inside, they're really going through things. It may not look like it on the cover, even if they have a smile all the time. A lot of times, they are not okay. So just check on your people. What's going on right now might be affecting them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What went on a long time ago might be affecting them. What they might have to run into in the future might be affecting them. Just talk to your people and get all that hate out your heart. There's nothing wrong with coming together and seeing each other be successful. Just check on your people. My last note is, if you have a black business, you started a business, even if your business ain't doing too good, congratulations. You made a step that a lot of people were afraid to do. So pat yourself on the back and don't always be so down on yourself. That's my last note.
Also, if anybody that's heard of it or researched it, if you haven't heard of it or researched it, please do. Man, look at Akon Lighting Africa Project. What that man is over there doing is historic. Like, for real.
Did I tell you Akon was from St. Louis?
Yeah, you brought that up, I think, last show.
Yeah.
He doing something historic over there, man. They released pictures of what this city that he finna build looks like, and he said he kind of based it kind of off Wakanda.
Well, shouts out to Akon, but Dikembe Mutombo, bro, he's out there doing shit too. He didn't build a hospital in the name of his mother that literally changed the directory of his whole village and everything he was trying to do. Oh yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Let's see if he make it happen.
Oh, these pictures that I'm showing Drake these pictures. They breaking ground next year, 2021.
Yeah, let's see if it happens. That's what's up. But yeah, like I said, Mutombo's building a school too in his community back there, and I think he's from Nigeria. No, he's not Nigerian. He's from, I forgot where Mutombo from. Yeah, shout out to Akon, man. I hope all his plans go through, man. I hope everything benefits everybody that's involved, but that's not going to benefit us over here. I'm just being real. Like, shout out to Mutombo and all them, but
it might get to a point where you be like, you know what? I think I'm finna go on buy that plane,
go to Africa,
and go on over there.
Yeah, the only issue with that is it's gonna be a lot of hating going on. If plane tickets went up to Africa, America's gonna find a way to start war with this motherfucking area, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They gonna be like, oh, they broke some treaty to something. You know what I mean, bro? That's how they is, man. That's what they did with Iran. Like, they wouldn't let them change the dollar from. They was gonna buy the oil in another country's dollar instead of the U.S. dollar.
Oh yeah,
and we started a fucking war. Like, bruh, it's just this country, bruh. They don't like nothing that they can't control at all. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and sign out, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in today. Tomorrow we gonna have a lot more for y'all, and just stay focused, stay locked in. And we appreciate y'all listening, man. I'm Drake Lockhead.
It's Reggie, man.
And you've been listening. Oh, and
Big Bro.
And you've been listening to the
Spillover.
And we appreciate y'all.
Ooh, you make a mess.
See y'all again tomorrow. Yup.